What is up, everybody? It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for Gaming Beyond the fucking Box. So what is up?
How's it going?
Now that we cleared that up. And I did say Wednesday. I didn't get the wrong night of the week like I did Thursday during Ask Wilmy.
So we're not doing it Tuesday again. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Love those glasses.
They're nice. I got a tie, too.
What's up, Ellen John?
I thought he had beads from Mardi Gras.
Screw that. Get the boobs.
You got an undergoal to go with that, Husk?
My best Rocket Man impression I can do.
There you go. Awesome.
Don't tell
All
me.
right. We do have some gaming news. We do have some topics. As you can see, Fort is running late. Lady will not be here because she is in California doing isn't she doing a tour of the White Claw factory or something?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to call it a tour or an internship or just moving in.
Putting them out of business.
Yeah, maybe one of the two. She's doing something with White Claw. We're not sure exactly what it is. But
We'll find out eventually.
Fork will be here momentarily, and let's get this shit started because, man, I have got a Karen story for everybody in the chat.
Yes.
And I met a real
shit.
I met a real life Karen today. This bitch was not a meme. She was very real. So on the bottom right, we have the Nebraska Corn Chucker and the creator of the Elvis Vibrator version 2. What is happening, Husk?
I'm happy as fuck to be here tonight. That's what's going on. I
That's
don't know if I
because
care about
you're
anything
drunk.
else. Not yet. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I was going to say started early.
I've been playing 7 Days to Die. We're going to be starting a, I guess you could call it a community server. Anybody that's interested on PC. Console version sucks dick. So hit me up if you want to join us. Other than that, let's get the fucking show started.
All right. And to his left, we have the man that needs no lubrication because he brought it with him. What's happening, Mr. KY Bob?
I'm happy as fuck to be here, too. And I can't wait to hear about this Karen shit. And
Me neither.
I've recently been brought on as a permanent panelist with the Xbox Live Party Podcast. Shout out to those guys. Thank you very much.
Nice. Congratulations.
Nice.
Fucking A.
And let's get this going. And 7 Days to Die on the console did not suck. It's the only place
It's
I've
awesome,
ever played
but
it.
crashes all the time. And that's why I had to move to PC.
This is where Husk is like, cut his mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played a lot of it, but I couldn't deal with the crashing anymore.
Yeah, you got to love the crashes, though. They happen at the most inopportune times.
That's what makes him annoying, huh?
Exactly.
But to his left, we have the original Florida man, and who admitted to us yesterday in a party chat that his beard is exactly fake. What's happening, Dreadpool?
It's just like those 90s detachable penis, right? Hey, by the
Yeah.
way, I'm here. Guess what? I'm ready for the Karen story to begin. So let's do this.
Where's your webcam, sir?
It kind of broke.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's why.
I got a shitty one, I'll sell you.
Your OnlyFans site kind of take a crash, or
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it got overloaded. I got too close.
you blew your load on the camera? Got it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yep.
All right. And to the top right, we have the leader of the Myrtle Beach Flat Earth Society. What is happening, Ghost?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Not much is going on in my world. Just doing too much dumb honeydew shit, fucking lists, and not getting enough gaming time in. But I'm interested to hear about the stories and what's going on today, and talk about the shit that's going on in gaming. Take it away, Leo.
Well, I've basically been playing Resident Evil 2 a lot. Grenade launcher. Oh, I love it. Set those liquors on fire.
That works.
How about you, Wilmy?
Well, I've been playing, oh God, a little bit of everything. I went back through BioShock just for shits and giggles. Decided to go back through that. I'm on Infinite now, and I started a game today called Rays of Light, which I did play it on PC last year, but it was on console, so I decided to play it again.
Were those missiles in your one picture you put up?
Yeah, those are missiles.
Okay.
If you play the game, you'll understand it. I don't want to give it away for anybody that might want to play it. So
I was really digging that theater room picture. That was pretty sweet.
it's like a walking sim type game, but it's pretty cool once you learn the story behind it.
Do you have to like find out what happened?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep, you had to find out what happened and why you are there. And let's get to the Karen story before we start the podcast, shall we?
Yep.
If anybody has followed me for any amount of time here on social media, if you're one of the lucky 74,000 people that I don't, have blocked, you've probably seen me at some point or another post a picture of my Jeep. My Jeep next to my grandson is my pride and joy. That's all there is to it. I'm a vehicle nut. I love cars, all kinds of cars. This morning, out of nowhere, I was minding my own business, going to Walgreens, of all places. When you're over 45, trust me, Walgreens becomes at least a place you're going to visit at least once per month. It's science. So I'm going into the Walgreens parking lot. You know how when you go through a parking lot, if you're backing out, you're supposed to look behind you to make sure nobody's coming. So Miss Karen, in her 1999 Toyota Camry, decided to back out and almost hit me in the driver's door of my car. So the first thing I did before I, screamed at her, blew the horn, I noticed all the stickers all over the back of her car. Now,
Up close and personal.
Yeah, because honestly, as high as my Jeep sits, she would have went under my driver's door. And with the rock armor I have on my Jeep, she wouldn't have done any damage. She may have been able to flip me over if she hit me hard enough. But anyway, that was it. I yelled to her to stop and blew the horn and just kept going around to the drive-thru area. Well, Karen wasn't going to be outdone by that. I noticed
people that don't understand that shit happens. Just get over it.
The funny part of this is on the back of her it was just covered with bumper stickers. And the first bumper sticker I saw was "Stop Hate" and "Coexist." And I mean, they were just all over the back of this car. And the first thing I thought of, this is some old hippie chick, no big deal. She didn't hit me. She stopped. Well, as I'm going around the back of the building, she pulls in behind me and starts blowing her horn and flashing her headlights at me. So I'm thinking maybe my back tire, she did bump my back tire. I just didn't feel it. Well, I try to be nice. I climb out of my Jeep. She comes out of the car, all 385 pounds of her, right? Gets out of this Toyota Camry and it's screaming, "Thank you." So she gets out of the car and starts screaming at me. And the first thing she says to me, I didn't even say anything to her yet. She says, "What the fuck were you doing?" I'm like, "Driving through the parking lot." And she's like, "Why do you need those big tires and on that Jeep? That's just the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen." I'm like, "Man, what's that got to do with what you almost hitting me?" And she kept going and kept going. And, you hit that point to where you try to be nice, but sometimes people just won't let you be nice. Because it happens sometimes, on different podcasts, we see it and, we've been a part of it. But she just kept coming at me. And I'm like, "Ma'am, you were backing out. You almost hit me. That's it." I said, "It's over." I was like, "That's why I left." I was like, "You didn't hit me." I said, "Did you hit my back tire or what?" She goes, "No." And she goes, "That's the dumbest and most stupidest fucking Southern redneck bullshit I've ever seen."
Oh, that's my asshole button right there.
From
Now,
Jersey.
let me explain to you. Not every person from the South sleeps with their sister. Okay, the woman clearly had all these stickers all over the back of her car. Right, that she was so peaceful, she was so loving. and all this shit. The first thing she says to me, she calls me a backwoods redneck and all this shit, right? Tells me how much she hates my area. Well, standing there, the first thing I did, I looked at her, I'm like, okay, number one, you can go back to New Jersey. Because I saw that's where her tag was from. I said, you can go back to New Jersey. Nobody's keeping you here. And I was like, and ma'am, I said, I hate to tell you, but my stupid rims and tires cost more than your fucking car. And she said something else. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, aren't you going to be late? She said, late for what? I'm like, aren't you going to miss your show tonight? She goes, what fucking show? I said, aren't you on 600-pound life tonight?
Oh,
and
shit.
At that point, I turned around, climbed back up in my Jeep, and commenced to the drive-thru. And I did not realize how powerful the microphone is at the Walgreens drive-thru. Because when I got to the drive-thru, this young lady, Ashley, was going to hand me my stuff, and she's got a mask over her face for COVID, and she's also got her hand over her mask and dying laughing. So she goes, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "You just heard everything, didn't you?" She just went, "Yes." So yeah, I had my own little Karen incident this morning.
Did she have a mask on?
No, she did not have a mask on.
I didn't think so.
Well, she was too busy wanting to scream and yell at me over something she did. So that was the problem. I had nothing to do with it. She almost backed into me.
You're getting yelled at for doing nothing.
And then she went full Karen on you because...
Yeah. And
well, I mean, it sounds like a Karen. I mean, it was all your fault, even though you didn't do anything wrong.
And the bad part of it is, she was the one that had all these stickers all over her car talking about, love each other and coexist and all this stuff. And I'm like, that is the complete opposite of what this bitch did.
Should have called her out on that sticker.
Dude, I knew when I said what I said, if I did not leave, it would probably escalate. And I really didn't want to, have to bail myself out of jail. Because I know how my temper is, and it wouldn't have took much for me to jump back in the Jeep and just back over top of her car. And it would have been real easy to do, so I just don't want to go there. So, yeah. But that is my Karen story. I met a real-life Karen today. She had the hairdo, everything.
God damn it, Karen.
I mean, yeah, so they are real. They're not just memes. They are real.
Oh, yeah, that shit's real. I got a Karen across the street.
So they got the manager rewinding all those tapes to be like, watch this, see if we can hear it.
Well, see, like I said, man, when she followed me around to where the drive-thru was, I thought that maybe, she bumped the tire or something, or she thought we hit. But, I mean, it would have been totally her fault anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
either way.
Unfortunately, you could be 3/4 of the way out, and all you have to do is put it in drive, turn the wheel, and go forward. But if you get hit in the back because you're still sort of in that spot, you're at fault, not the driver going through. And where we're at down here, people haul ass. And so it's like,
here too.
Yeah, I mean, the tickets for improper backing. I'm not going to say I've been cited for that a few times, but it happens.
yeah. But I mean, going after somebody just because they honked at you? Come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I wouldn't have honked at her, she would have hit me. And I really didn't want, my Jeep messed up, and you guys know why. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. That Jeep's not exactly cheap.
That's a baby too in its own right.
Exactly. Like I said, next to my grandson, that's my prized possession. And Karen was not going to take that from me this morning. So
honestly, it sounds like it wouldn't even hurt your Jeep.
It probably wouldn't have had.
The
But
stickers
who
was
knows?
holding it up, right? I mean, why so many?
But yeah, I don't think it would have hurt my Jeep much, but she probably would have went underneath me.
Now the real question, Wilmy, why are your tires so big? I mean, come on.
That's
Karen,
the way.
Karen.
Yeah, apparently
redneck.
Karen cared. So, but yeah, not everybody in the South goes deer hunting. We all don't have, gun racks in the back of our windows, and we all did not drink Sterno and sleep with our sisters.
And not all at the
So-
same time.
And I do find
Exactly.
it ironic she was from Jersey.
Yeah,
I know, that's what I was like, South Jersey. Oh, wait, she's from
that's
Jersey?
the funny part.
She was your people.
Don't you recognize my accent?
Yeah. And see, Dana's right. People that have all those stickers usually never follow everything they say. Yeah, that's the damn truth. I learned that.
So
I learned that firsthand today, man. Karen was up. She was ready to go. But the bad part of all the people she almost hit, it happened to be me.
Yeah,
So,
that wouldn't be too smart on her part if you really got pissed.
yeah, I would have definitely backed over her damn Toyota Camry without an issue. And I'd have threw the bitch $2,000 to go buy her a new one.
Hey, lady, have you ever heard of Gravedigger? What?
But that is my Karen story. So now, shall we do some topics while we wait on Fork?
Oh yes.
Yeah, man.
no, let's just do topics without waiting on Fork.
Okay, let's do some
Yeah.
topics.
You know we're gonna probably go over the one he wanted to talk about the most right off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh God,
of course.
hey, which one was that one?
Oh,
Oh man, I gotta
just
open
pick
up
one. It'll
Discord
probably be
again.
it.
All right, well,
Didn't
let's
he
talk
put it
about
in
dying.
Discord?
Let's talk about Dying Light 2, everybody, because we knew I did not get a chance to watch the video yet, but
Oh, you didn't
We-
miss anything.
I didn't think I would. But I do have the highlights of it, and the developer says that this game will release in 2021. Is anybody else hyped for it? Don't give a shit. Could care less.
I was surprised. I figured it'd be next year.
You know,
I really,
they
I really
said
enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, they
First
said
one's
that
good.
they had announced it way too soon, and next thing you know, they come out with this like a day or two later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? So it's coming out this year? They're probably going to hit for holiday, my guess.
That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, I want to play it. I want to see. I just didn't like all the factions and stuff. It sounded like it was getting like a little bit too involved with too much politics in the games.
That was my only issue too, to be honest, was the factions and all that.
Did
It
they
was
say
very
that the,
Fallout.
Did
Yeah,
they say
that-
that the new one is gonna like, depending on what decisions you make to help certain factions do certain quests, the like the terraforming in that area, like if you decide to help somebody get water in their area, then as the game progresses, that area will look greener and greener because it's got water for the plant life and stuff.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then they become assholes to the other ones about the water.
Yes, they do. Big
They
assholes.
showed that in that first gameplay trailer they did back at E3, I think it was, where you like take the water from the dam and it like lowers the water at the other area.
So they're going to kind of make it like oh God, what is it on Xbox?
Well, I was thinking real life.
I think in real life, you're going to have to deal with simulated Karens, Karen AI.
Yeah.
Well, in real life, I technically do not see anything on the Xbox right now.
Oh God, what is the name of that game? The zombie game on
It's
Xbox.
the fucking one. Is this is the 1 and 2? It's the ones on the island. I know what fucking game.
Oh,
fuck,
Dead
Dead
Island?
Island?
Dead Island.
No,
Yeah.
no.
that's
Dead
not-
Rising?
Yeah.
No, the one that
State
Microsoft.
of Decay.
State of Decay.
Yeah.
State of
That's it.
Decay?
State of Decay.
Yeah.
They're making it more like State of Decay 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped playing State of Decay. It looks really cool. It started playing pretty cool. The first one was good, wasn't so bad, but the second one, they're like, help! I need, so and so needs this, and I'm like, damn it, I'm busy trying to get this thing over here. Let me finish what I'm trying to do, and if you don't do it, like it goes away and you fucked up, and it's like, are you serious?
Yeah, that was why I stopped playing the second one. Everybody's losing their cams, aren't they?
I'm sorry,
Everybody's-
woman. I just keep
I just
losing
wanted to
it.
be part of the crowd. That's all.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing now? We're all just going to shut them off. Okay, cool. But that was
Stealing
my only,
thunder, all you motherfuckers.
that was my issue with State of Decay. To be honest, was the fact that, like Dredd said, and some of the people were so whiny.
Yes.
They were very needy.
Oh yeah.
Very
Some of
needy.
them.
And the whole
But-
you have to go back and sleep.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I did really like the game though until you got farther into that and you had to build the bases and all that, and everybody just kept complaining. I had actually gotten to the point where I would take followers out and execute them and take all their shit and go back to the camp.
I've
The
done that
horde mode
before.
isn't bad that they put into it.
I haven't even tried it, I don't think.
I only ended up trying it because of a Game Pass quest.
Yeah, I don't think I've tried that one.
I only had one thing preventing my community from having the highest rating as far as happiness goes that you could possibly get in the game, and it was because of this bitch that was snoring, and it was keeping everybody else awake. And I took her out back and I shot her in the head.
Well, the funny part, if you're in the middle
her
of a
name
real
Karen?
zombie, it's Karen's sister. But if you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, do you really think people are going to be? Well, yeah, maybe. Never mind. They would be. They probably would be. They'd be that petty, wouldn't they?
Bunch of
Yeah.
Karens.
We're
Yeah,
that petty on
exactly.
Twitter right now.
I'm hungry. He's snoring.
Mo, thank you for the 499 super chat. Have a fantastic show, fam. Still waiting to see Bomber and Husk offspring as promised. Dude, I'm here to tell you, we saw the ultrasound. That's one crazy looking kid.
Some might say unholy. It's crazy. I don't know.
It's fugly. Oh, it's fugly.
It's worse than fugly.
Which
Matter of
one's
fact,
Arnold
where
and which
is
one's Danny DeVito?
Where is Husk all of a sudden?
I think he's still.
I'm here. I'm still fighting
Oh.
my headset.
Oh, you're still fighting your headset, but your camera's off, so that makes no sense. What do you do? How are you fighting that headset to be exact at that point? That you got to turn your camera off to do it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, good enough. we will not touch that subject anymore.
Who's a bad headset? Who's a bad headset?
Hey, Bob, why don't you just reach over and hand him some lube?
Yeah, no shit. Can you hand him some? There you go.
Oh, that was a little too
No, it's
deep.
okay.
He was past the elbow deep.
That's
And
when you're
dude,
supposed to wear a glove.
I completely agree, dude. Micromanaging things in games, dude. Sometimes it's fun in the beginning, but it wears on you really quick.
It does. I mean, I get that there's more to do, but at the same time, when it's overwhelming, that it's more of a tedious task than, all right, cool, I get it. You know, let's go over here and take care of this little thing of item or switching out the weapons or building up the weapons. I get that, but when it gets so tedious about it, forget it. It's just like eating in video games.
Well, I didn't know until last week when Leo told everybody that they had actually taken that out of Fallout 76.
Yeah, there's no negatives, and you get buffs if you do it, which is pretty badass.
Oh, that's cool. Well, yet again, that's
That's
in
also
due
something I
time.
like about Valheim. You don't have to eat. Like, you still get negatives, but it's nothing big. You know what I mean? Like, you heal slower, stuff like that.
Yeah, like
That's-
Nuke just said, I don't want to do real life chores in fake life games.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If I wanted a life simulator, I just wouldn't play a game, dude. I got a real life. I just, deal with it.
I get it. Like when it seems like they started off with exhaustion, and you're swinging your axe so much that you get exhausted. I get it. It's like, all right, you got to back down to be a little bit more strategic as how you're swinging, your weapon at a character or whatever you're doing. But at times it's like it's the most inopportune time when you realize that you can't do anything because you're already exhausted. You can't run away. You can't do this. You can't do that. And now they
pay
want me to
attention
eat.
Bars.
Now they
And
want me
another
to
thing
plop
that really
fingers.
drove me crazy. You guys ever play Far Cry 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm,
Weapon jamming.
not far.
Well, not only that, your weapons would break after like 10 or 12 shots. I'm here to tell you, if you have any type of assault rifle that breaks after 12 shots, you definitely got a bad assault rifle.
I hated that
Right.
random passing out. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Or you
The
hit somebody with a
malaria.
baseball bat one time and it breaks, and they're perfectly fine. Never made any sense.
And that game had so much potential going forward as far as environmentals. Like you could set a fire and the fire would engulf a whole camp and they would run out and you shoot them. It was great.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the one area they just really kind of overdid it, in my opinion. Way overdid it.
Yeah, the realistic weapon jamming. It's not even realistic. It's hyper realistic. It was horrible.
Yeah, there's no way a weapon jams that damn much and being
No.
used.
Like Pixel just said, if I'm playing a game, it should feel like a vacation from the real world. Exactly.
That's why we play games, to enjoy, to explore, to entertain ourselves.
That's what
To
was
get
wrong with the
away.
Avengers. That's what was wrong with the Avengers game. If you're supposed to be a superhero, Why the hell do you have to beat the shit out of these little humans, like, for 30 minutes to kill one?
Right.
I hope you like robots and none of the other comic character bad guys.
Oh, I found Fork's topic, Leo.
Oh.
It's probably
Well,
outrageous, isn't it?
We'll leave it. Whoa, holy shit. And Elvis has entered the building.
I told you I'd miss it.
What?
Speak of the devil and he appears.
What'd you have to do to the doctor to get out of there so early?
Well, let's just
That's what I
say his wife won't have to finish him off.
It looks like, yeah.
And it looks like he finished in your hair.
I taught him the new CPR.
Something about Mary?
That is an inside joke. Sorry if you guys aren't going to get that one because you're not in our messages. Wow. Nope. I know you saw that meme, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were about to pick on you and take your topic, Fork, but I knew you'd be here eventually. And Leo was trying to talk me into it, but
Yep.
we're going
I
to let
was
you have
messaging him. I
it.
was like, come on, do it, Wilmy. Do it!
Which topic? I had like
He was
About-
like,
About golf.
he was rolling his little raccoon hands.
So apparently Tiger Woods signed a deal with 2K. I don't know exactly how that shit's going to work from his wheelchair, but
It was his legs, not his arms.
you
still
you
use your-
you still need your legs.
It's the whole standing thing going here.
So I actually asked a orthopedic doctor that I work with that does trauma, and he said that he'll never play golf again. So yeah, he's done. But I don't know. I'm interested to see how it's going to work out. With Tiger Woods coming on, I'm hoping that will have more people buy the game, and we'll start seeing more courses like Pebble Beach. And me and KY have talked about some other courses we'd like to see on there. So I'm hoping if they signed him that it'll go from there. So
No. They're bringing in the dinosaur mouth and all that stuff and the windmill. He's doing.
I mean, dude, I'll take it.
he's seriously doing putt-putt. That's what's going on.
You know what? To be honest,
Tiger Woods putt-putt golf.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have that new 20-man thing that I was going to try tomorrow and
Looks
see how it
interesting.
works out. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that's going on. I'll see how it works out. But I am excited they signed him because signing him, that wasn't cheap. I guarantee it. Of course, I mean, he's not making any money from golf anymore.
No matter what they do to it, it's not going to beat my favorite golf game. Just saying.
Which golf game is that?
Last of Us 2.
Oh. I get that one anyway.
I'm confused about that one.
I don't want them to go into detail.
I'm not.
I saw a little bit of that when when Last of Us 2 was pretty popular, and they someone posted that footage or something. It's pretty dark.
Yep, my type of stuff.
The Y2K PGA 2K21 it's a really good golf game, but it's lacking options and it's lacking content. More of that, and it's a great playing game. It'll be a great game all around if they can add more courses and more brands.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if they're signing him, you're not going to get him for $1,000. Let's just be honest. It probably costs several $100,000, if not millions. I mean, mind you, he can never golf again, so it's not like he can say, "Well, I'm just going to go golfing." So we'll see how that goes. But
Oh, so I didn't miss anything.
we'll see. So I mean, if they're going to spend that money getting him, which I'll be honest is the cheapest pro golfer you can get right now because, well, he's no longer a pro golfer. We'll see where it goes. I'm hoping they actually start getting courses like me. I want to play Pebble Beach. It's my favorite golf course. I've always enjoyed playing it. I want to play it
Mine
one
too.
day.
Mine
It's
too. I
only
wanna play,
$500.
I want to play Pebble Beach. And I want to play the Masters.
Cost more than get there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what type of issue Husk is having with his headset, but it took him completely out of the off the panel.
So what happens?
I
when
mean,
you
I'd
try
like to
imitate-
go visit Wilmy, and there's a golf course by him I'd love to go play on. Pinehurst number 2.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I am surrounded by fucking golf courses.
Yeah, but that's the only one I care about.
Oh,
There's one just down the road here that we used to go to. They closed it down. It sucks. But we drove in a nice little valley, straight head down with the golf cart. We thought we were going to be in trouble. And come to find out, as we were pushing that thing out of the hole, it was someone I used to go to school with, so we kind of got a buy on that one.
All right.
Here's a trivia question for you, Wilmy. And anybody else on the panel? Which county in America has the most golf courses?
The fuck if I know?
Horry County.
Or here, which
Yeah, I would think so, Ghost.
That's my guess.
go ahead.
I have
Brad.
no idea. Probably in
Is it-
Florida.
Is it not Horry County?
No.
Oh, all right. Well,
So true golf story. So we golf scrambles with the company I work with. 1 year, a certain person tried to flip a golf cart over and over and over and over. He just kept doing it. And so the next year I was like, I'm not going to be on this person's team. And I wound up being on his team, but there's 2 men per cart. It's a 4-man team. So I said, okay, well, I'm not going to be in the cart with him. So that was good. I wasn't in the cart with him. Well, by hole number 9, number 10, after the beer cart had come over a few times, everybody felt pretty good. I wasn't paying attention. This person winds up getting in my golf cart, and I look over and I'm like, oh no, this isn't going to be good. And he takes off up a hill, comes flying down the hill, cuts the wheel sideways, and we go sliding sideways into the cart path, which is concrete. And the cart comes to a stop and tips over, falls right on me. See, that's how this shit does not work out.
Next time, hit him.
Okay, so
I'm
in
going to
answer
guess
to
West Palm.
No. Answer the question. This is lady stomping ground, Maricopa County in Arizona,
Really?
out in the middle of the goddamn desert.
that's kind of
Really?
odd. I wouldn't have thought it would have been there. It seems
No,
like
me
it'd be
either.
hot way too often. Like you got geriatrics like
Are you
falling
sure
out
about
left
that?
and right. Well, because they're bad hearts. What do you mean? Am I sure about it? I'm guessing they're old. I don't know.
I'm asking Ghost. I'm asking
What
Ford.
that? All right. I'm like, fuck. I'm confused now.
And you got Ghost confused. Jared, thank you for $10 super chat. To all you fuckers watching, this BL's for you. What's going on, gang? Jokey Pants here. Wilmy, what are your thoughts on the Elvis vibrator? And did it tire fork out, or was he still frisky? Also, Amityville Killer died. I saw that dude. Ronnie DeFeo actually died in prison. I wonder if the demons got him.
Oh, damn. Palm Beach County passed Maricopa 2 years ago. My information's outdated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it'd be in Florida.
Yeah.
Because, there's nothing in Florida besides old people and their parents anyway.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pretty much.
And the kids that got dragged along.
that's it. So you knew it had to be in Florida some fucking where.
1,250 fucking golf courses in Florida. Good God. It's way
And
too
just
much
think,
golf.
just think, we were closing them down left and right here for a while. Like the one right around the corner from where I lived, I used to play at all the time.
So did we already go over the VR?
Yes.
Yep.
Nope.
We went over
Nope.
everything. All the topics are gone.
Shut up.
No. Go ahead, Fort. I'll let you take a crack at it.
So shockingly, because we've all said this, Microsoft is not interested at this time to do VR on consoles. So once again, it's not coming to consoles. If you want VR, you then go to PlayStation, which multiple people have said is not great. Anybody that does say it's great hasn't tried the other ones, or get yourself a Rift Quest, which is Wilmy. That's your favorite one, isn't it?
I like my Rift, yeah. Actually, yeah.
I like tripping the Rift.
I hear a lot of people
I've-
get sick off the PSVR.
Well, the PlayStation VR, unless the new one's different, it's just the controls are so janky. It's just not smooth like the Quest.
See,
So,
somebody else
yeah.
said the other problem is it doesn't seal all the way, so out of your peripheral vision, you still see like everything going on around you, and then the head so kind of makes people dizzy and whatnot because they're seeing like two things going on. So I don't know. I've never played one. I don't really care. I'm not into VR. I may get one day.
The bad part, there really hasn't been anything good come out on VR in quite a while.
VR reminds me of 3D. Every
Yeah.
couple years, there's this massive push for 3D. We start seeing 3D TVs, 3D movies, 3D this, 3D that. and then like a year or two later, they all go away, and it's kind of like VR. You start seeing a big push for it, and then it kind of goes away for a little while. So
Yeah, but VR has always been there for the longest time with the technology we've had. I mean, think about it. It was just shapes. Now we actually have a little bit more. It's not there yet, so it hasn't been full mainstream.
I think sometimes it comes around every now and then, just like 3D, just to let you know that it's there, and just kind of see like almost like a trailer of, hey, look, this is how it's improved, and then people get excited, and then it kind of goes by the wayside. And
it's almost like a 10-year cycle.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot more people would get into it if they could afford to get in and play Half-Life.
I mean, honestly, with Rift doing what it did, where you can actually buy it without a computer, I think that allowed more people to get into play, so they didn't have to have a $2,000 computer and a $400 headset, and then you can finally play VR. So,
well, and the bad part now, if you're going to use an Oculus, it has to be tied to Facebook, and fuck Facebook.
Yeah, we all know how Facebook loves to monitor everything and do everything else and block you for all sorts of stuff. Which, Wilmy, I totally forgot to tag you, but I saw another guy that got blocked on Facebook for the exact same meme that you did.
I saw that. The same exact meme that I had posted. I told him that too.
I saw that. I'm like, hey, that's Wilmy's meme that he got blocked for.
The same Jeffrey Dahmer meme. Yep.
I'm like, come on. Seriously, it's funny. Get over it.
And I had posted that back in November, I think November the 13th of last year. And they didn't ban me. They just took away my ability to live stream and to advertise.
They got you on that light socket one too a while back. That was from what, 2009 or some shit?
Dude, it was a long time ago. Yeah, they tried to get me over that one.
Oh,
I don't know, man.
What if it was Karen?
Well, the funny part,
that's the guy. I'm running backwards into him. That's the guy. I got him shut down on Facebook. I'm going to shut him down in real life.
But he hadn't met her yet.
Well, and the funny part, I got a message from Facebook last week. I've not done anything on there. They sent me a message saying, we're getting ready to take your page down for community standards for constant violations. I'm like, what the fuck is the constant violation? And they won't even tell you. So, and the bad part, if you do have a Quest, anything it's Oculus, if you have one and you set it up, which it's mandatory to set it up through Facebook, if you get banned on Facebook, guess what? You can't use your Oculus.
Oh, that sucks.
And that is no joke.
Okay, so wait, did you do the Karen thing? Because you said you were going to talk about it, so I guess I missed it.
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, I'll have to rewind it and watch it. So, I'm tired.
Well, you look like shit. I mean, if it makes you feel better.
I'll have to write a note to the doctor to be a little bit less rough on you.
Look, I'm looking forward to Friday. I am off. Gonna go spend the weekend with my wife, the 18th wedding anniversary, and then in 2 weeks, I'm taking 2 more days off. Yes.
Wait a minute. You've been married to the same woman for 18 years?
I just keep her drugged and in the closet.
Oh, I was wondering because I was going to say, I mean, she's either blind or just,
she sleeps
desperate.
on a bed of midgets.
It's softer than you think.
Well, it could be the same woman, just replaced every few years.
He just keeps feeding them KFC so they stay plump.
Welcome to my 600 pound life, bitches.
It's funny you mentioned that. That's what I told Karen this morning.
If you can't get out the door, you can't leave me. Ha! Thanks, David.
So in the end.
But yeah, and the funnier part about the Oculus too, the one thing I don't really like, it is because I get people ask me about streaming because I played Half-Life. It's fucking amazing. And that's one of the very few games it is. It's so hard to stream it because you don't get to see the actual perspective. It takes one hell of a PC to stream it, and then you have to have all these other things running so you can see both sides of the VR that the person streaming it's looking at. Then the bad part of that is, since it's Facebook, they don't want you to stream it anywhere else besides, guess what? Facebook. And they won't let you stream it to a fucking page you own. They want you to stream it to your personal account. So if you're like me and there's 2 personalities here, I've got professional real me and then I've got Will me. Yeah, I don't think most people are going to want, to see that pop up on my personal page. Like, wait a minute, this motherfucker, what? Yeah, that's probably not going to
It
fly.
would be funny though if you got like all serious talking too while you're doing it. Welcome to my stream of Half-Life Alex.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
was that cartoon that had Syndrome? The villain was Syndrome.
Incredibles.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
who
it's
Fork
Incredibles.
looks like with his hair like that. He looks like Syndrome.
Oh.
oh, that did not help.
No, he looks like Syndrome after he got his ass kicked.
Now you look like
Yo, what
Fred
up?
Durst. You look
No, I
like
can't
Fred
do that.
Durst
can't
after.
do that.
The present day Fred Durst. That's
Yeah.
Well, you missed it though. Now you look like Fred Durst after about 20 years just not giving a fuck.
I don't
Trucker
give a
Fork.
Well, I was going to turn it around, but then it reminded me of someone that me and Ghost knew, and yeah, no.
all right.
10-4 rubber ducky.
Someone you and Ghost knew, huh?
Buddha. Yeah.
Yeah, it was this. It's a whole other story.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
takes
yeah.
a while, and the
Moving
funny part
on.
is all right. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I figured that's what you were
Before we
transitioning to. If
get on
you
the
want to
next
say
topic.
something, go ahead.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. He's back with the Elvis vibrator.
Did he get it out of his?
He finally got his
No.
mic restarted,
There
He's
it
just
is.
drunk.
camera or whatever it was.
Before we get on the next topic, Wilmy, I was just curious. What is everybody's favorite VR title?
I don't have a
assuming-
VR headset.
There it
You
is.
must think I'm rich. I don't own VR.
Well, I don't have one either, but I've used it. So
Mine's
and-
Half-Life, no doubt.
I've watched VR porn. It's a little disappointing when you don't have a VR headset, but you still jerk off
Right?
to
There's
it.
two screens, and you're like, "What the fuck am I supposed to watch here?" It's a little confusing.
I mean, look, I got two TV screens. I put one on one side, one on the other. It was still a little confusing, but I still got off.
Hey,
There's booty in
VR
one eye and booty in the other eye.
VR porn without robots. You're not getting your money's worth. Call me. I'll hook you up.
Like you're gonna come jerk me off?
No,
that's all I
send you a
got.
sex
He's
robot.
like
Whoa.
like an Uber comes over, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here." To
Like
jerk
I'm a
you
little
off."
confused here on what you're offering, KY.
I work in robotics. I'll send you something to take care of you.
right.
Ooh.
Robotics. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Ah,
You
Why are
want to
you
help
giving
me?
us-
You
You
want to
do
help me
something to
develop
one and the other one
Elvis
feels it.
V2?
So, is that going to be like a fat man instead of the beautiful woman that you think that's grabbing onto you?
Whatever kind of VR porn he's watching.
all right.
I don't think you make robots small enough.
My favorite VR game is Mario Tennis. Because that's the only one I ever
Okay,
played.
so in other
I like
news,
Beat Saber because it makes a fat man like me work out.
Blizzard fired 190 employees and everybody
Beat
flipped
Saber.
shit.
But they got gift cards.
What was her name in that movie?
You know, honestly, I read the article. The gift cards just makes it horrible, but when you actually find out they got 3 months of severance pay, which is a hell of a lot considering most places are like, here's 2 weeks, good luck.
Good luck. Yep.
Well,
And they get a year's worth of health care. I'm like, that's not bad.
That's actually
There was
pretty
what?
good there.
$200 worth of gift cards for
Yeah.
Doesn't change the
Battle.net.
fact that like everybody said they had like their biggest fucking quarter one ever, and then shit
And that's
canned
how
almost
corporate
200
America
people.
is.
Well, I mean,
But
so
it
so
is, but
here's
that
the thing,
doesn't
though.
make it right.
Most
Husks
people
stop
that
being
I know,
anti-capitalist.
there's a lot of people I know that don't like the new WoW expansion. So when you have a bunch of people canceling that, and then somebody said COD sales aren't as high as what they were. I mean, eventually, yeah, you may have your highest quarter, but if you're still losing money because you have too many employees, well, guess what? People get fired. So I mean, that's just how it is.
This is business.
Yeah, I mean, people may
It
not
is.
like it, but guess what? The CEO's not firing himself, and he gets
Right,
a bonus
so-
depending on how much
somebody's
money he
gotta go.
saves.
It's not him.
Yeah, if
Well,
your
the
ROA
funny
is
part-
not up there, that's going to be a big deal.
There's a lot of companies that do shit like that every day, but when it's in the gaming community, people try to make a stink of it.
I mean, look, it's corporate America. CEOs get money; they get bonuses based on how well their company did. It has nothing to do with how many people they fire. It comes down to, hey, look, you made a ton of money, you get a pay raise. Well, guess what? I'm sorry, he's not going to take his bonus and say, hey, let's keep those employees because, well, if they're getting rid of them, that means more than likely they can't afford to keep that many. So,
Yeah, you had a CEO that got canned, and he still got an exit bonus. You know why? That was his hush money. That's the money that he's
'Cause
not
there's-
allowed
yeah,
to
yeah.
work. He's not allowed to, like,
the skeletons in the closet. He's not allowed to open that door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Walk
it.
away.
And-
with the
and
key.
We're
people
not going to
forget,
talk about the harassment and all the bullshit that's going on. Just shut your mouth.
Exactly.
There's a board in a lot of these bigger companies. Those shareholders don't want to let go of their money, so it's not just the CEO that's running.
Oh,
it.
you mean
There's
people
other-
like money? That's a crazy guy.
Exactly, but they're greedy, right? They're the greedy ones because they're making
Yep.
so much money, Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's how it is.
Yeah. Believe it or
And
not,
there's no
if-
way to change it.
if the shareholders make a lot of money, they pay the CEO big bucks because the CEO made the shareholders money.
But
That's
I've
how that all
seen-
works. They don't
I've
look at
seen
the
somebody
bottom
tank
people.
it. I've seen somebody tank it. What was it, like 5 years ago? The guy tanked it. They had record losses. He still got an exit bonus and all that stuff, right? And it's like, how do you do that? And then he got another job somewhere else at another big company, and it's like, oh, this ain't gonna go well.
All you got to do is look at the lady that took over Yahoo. Remember her?
At first, I thought you were. I don't know.
She took over Yahoo, threw all these big fancy parties for like, $250,000 for, a couple of hours, and bankrupted the company within 6 months. But she left with one hell of a salary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
A lot of times those salaries are built into the contract where if you fire me or
Yeah.
I quit, I get X amount of money
X amount.
as a golden parachute. And people may not like it, but guess what?
That's part
They're
of
the
contract.
CEO.
That's corporate America.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how that shit works.
See,
And let me catch this real
Yeah, go
quick.
ahead.
Jared, thank you for the $5 super chat to help uncurse Husky Poo's tech. He always fucks things up. Love you. Cheers.
It's true.
He really does.
He's
dude.
not wrong. He's not
So-
wrong.
No, but that at least these people got something more, because my company, they give you your severance based on how many years you've been there.
Well, I mean,
and there's no medical, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So once you're done, you're done.
yeah, I mean, one
Right.
of my friends got laid off 2 days ago and he got 2 weeks worth of severance package. His insurance is done after 2 weeks and he's got to find a new job. I mean, Activision's giving them 3 months worth of salary. I mean, mind you, that's all up front. It's not like they can continue getting paid. And a year's worth of healthcare. So I mean, people can bitch. That's fucking pretty damn good. That's,
The health care alone.
yeah. And mind you, they're not paying for the healthcare. Activision's paying for the healthcare, all of it. I don't know about most people, but some people pay $150, $200 a week or even a month for healthcare. So to me, yeah, you can laugh, but yeah, I know. I think we pay $200 a fucking week. Yay! I mean, you pay for a company.
200 a week. I'd love to see that, dude. Ours, you could actually finance 2 more houses.
God, yours personal or your company's?
Personal.
Do you have like no deductible or anything?
Well, I mean, there's a small one, but the thing is, in North Carolina, you basically are stuck with Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've got a monopoly in this whole state.
Oh,
Yeah, we do too for Illinois. I don't know why. We have Illinois in Florida. Blue Cross Blue Shield.
But the thing is, they started opening up to a couple of other companies, but some of these companies like United,
oh God,
that's
don't
not
do that.
that's not health insurance, dude. That's like a fucking coupon card.
Dude, every time we what happens is in surgery the surgery has to be approved, and a lot of times they kick it back because they want to kick it back as much as they can, so they don't have to pay for it. Then it has to go to a peer review where basically another doctor looks at the surgery and deems whether it's worthy or not. And in surgery, while I'm standing there, a lot of times the doctor will do the peer review, and sometimes the doctor doing the peer review is some guy that has no experience in the surgery whatsoever, and he's like, "Well, I don't think the person needs this surgery," and the doctor's like, "They can't fucking walk and they're pissing on themselves. If we don't do it, it's going to get worse." Yeah, well, it's like, yeah, so don't go with United. That's all I can say.
Well, I'll tell you this much: that 1 year health insurance in North Carolina would be great because that would total out to about $46,000 for me a year.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. See, and I've always said this, and you guys know, it's legalized extortion. That's all it is.
Oh yeah,
you got to pay it, and then when shit happens, like the video I posted on my friend's house, then they want money from the government because it's like, shouldn't you be putting that money that I pay you in, I don't know, like a fucking savings account, so when shit happens, you can pull it out?
Well, all their
you
CEOs
have
have
to
to
pay,
have
Well,
some
it's
money
like,
there, right?
Man, you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
Yep, that's why insurance is the biggest racket on the planet. But anyway, we're not here to talk about gaming beyond the policy.
So,
Or are we?
one thing I've noticed this week is apparently Xbox keeps dropping news every day. Anybody want to guess what tomorrow's going to be? It's like now if you spend a game, it downloads faster. Yeah.
I know
It's a
EA comes
train rolling.
Game Pass PC.
Yeah, with the PC.
Yeah, I mean, every day it seems like Xbox is like, hey, by the way, you got this now. Hey, by the way, it does. Hey, by the way, it's like every day, and it's like, so what's Thursday and Friday hold? You guys bought Sony?
No, it's
Still
Sega and
Square.
Konami.
Look, my bet's on Square Enix.
No,
I
that's-
mean,
that's
there's
the
a
other thing.
relationship there
Square's
for
been
sure.
dropping, but I mean,
I mean,
think about it
the
though. As
fact
much
that
as they've been dropping with
Outriders-
Square, think
Those
about
are-
how much they've
Just
done
went
with
day one
Sega
Game
before.
Pass.
Yeah, but they've done a lot with Sega. But who said they can't do Sega and Square? I mean, Outriders is coming to Xbox Game Pass day one. It is not going to PlayStation for free. So obviously, there's enough money in Game Pass that Square Enix is like, we'll do that.
On April
Hey,
1st.
You know, and
Whatever.
on that topic, I've seen a lot of people on social media saying that Square Enix has seen that or is afraid that it's not going to do as well, and that's why they've went to Game Pass.
No,
That's
with
not
the
true.
no with the
That's
demo
deflected.
that is out right now. If the game was not good, you would see it all over social media. They'd be
Yes.
crucifying
Yeah.
it. I have
They
not
have
seen
said
a single person bitch about the demo, except for a couple things where like guns have gone missing and things like that.
And the
Well,
But
yeah,
the-
that margin of like dumb shit that's going to come up that people bitch about.
Yeah,
but, like,
but
there's
I mean-
nothing substantial.
Anything that's been
let's
bad,
say-
they've come out and talked about. Even the loading, they said, "Hey, look, the loading's got to be there. There's nothing we can really do about it. So at least we loaded a video, so it's not fucking horrible." So
you know,
I mean,
but that was because of the one consoles.
They've
Yeah.
got 2+ million players
Yep.
that have played
Right.
the demo concurrently, not just played it and tried it. They've had 2+ million players play that demo concurrently.
So now let's
And that
say
was, like,
a
last
tenth
week,
of those
wasn't it?
actually buy it without Game Pass ever being an option.
Well,
let's say
why-
10% of that buy it. That's
why
still a
play
good
it?
number. They know
Why-
their numbers.
Why play it that much if, I mean, knowing that everything crosses over to the full game? Why play it that much if you weren't going to get the full game?
I mean, okay, so let's go with Dread said 2 million players. A tenth of that is 200,000. 200,000 people buy the game, which is a pretty low damn number. I assume it's going to be in the millions, but that's just me. That's $11 million they made. That's not, I mean, mind you, it probably cost a lot more than that to make it, but so far, no one, even the alpha we played in, the beta the demo that's going on right now, I mean, they have enough faith in the demo. They launched it for 30 fucking days and just let it sit there.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's going to sell very well.
And people are still playing the hell out of it.
And,
Yeah.
and on top of that, people are still saying, yeah, I got it on Game Pass, but guess what? I'm going to buy it anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm going to buy it due to the fact I don't know how long it's going to be in Game Pass. And yeah, I could buy it when they finally say, hey, look, it's leaving. But to me, it's like, hey, look, I like the dev. I want to support them. I'm hoping that what they said today in that article, that someone bothered to, oh, they're not doing anything. And so I posted the article, but like, it's helpful to read. That, hey, look, they've already said, look, we'll look into battle passes. We'll look into expansions. We'll look into other stuff, quote unquote, if it sells well. I mean, they didn't say it like that, but basically they're already thinking about that. So the numbers are there for them to go, hey, look, this is all you're going to get. We're not going to do anything else with the game. And there's enough numbers there from the demo that now they're like, you know, we might actually add some more stuff to it.
We
And the
should
funny
have made
thing
a
is-
collector's
The potential's
edition.
there.
Yeah, the funny
Yeah.
thing is they're actually listening to the people that are playing these games, right? They're listening to feedback and making adjustments or thinking about making adjustments. How many other studios can you say from the get-go are doing that right now?
Yeah.
Well,
Not
hell,
that
they just
many.
updated the Steam one just like 2 hours ago.
Well, it's like every week they're updating it, changing stuff. Mind you, the Xbox is always a week behind because it's got to be tested and everything, which is fine. I mean, they're updating it constantly. You can't bitch about a game in demo that is constantly updating it, trying to fix it. It's a free fucking game and they're updating it, trying
How
to make
about-
your demo experience better.
How about before the demo? Well, after the alpha, before the demo, how many times was I able to see that they were adjusting that? Whatever that alpha demo that we didn't have access to, they were updating that also. So whoever still had access, they were still updating that in between before we even got a chance to play the demo.
Yeah, I'm not understanding what you're saying, Pixel Slappa. I know some channels say it's only $1 fair comment. Sharing data brings so much money.
Oh, $1
Sharing
for
people's
Game Pass.
data.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Is that what he's talking about? You buy into Game Pass for $1?
I guess so.
I know. I think
Mind you, Microsoft pays companies to put their game in
Yes.
Game Pass. It's not
no,
like
I think he's saying they're sharing data, the games from that are going on Game Pass with Microsoft, and they're making money off that.
Huh?
Huh?
I mean, I hate how people say, games in Game Pass is not making the developer any money. If you took all the money, if you did the math, how many subscribers there are to Game Pass, and you did the math, and then you divided that amongst just the large developers, not the independent, just the large developers, you're already giving each large developer more than the average they would make on selling the game retail anyway.
Do
Well,
we want
the
to talk about that
Developer
one
of
incident that happened?
Descenders already put
Yep,
it.
that's what I was talking about.
Well, it's like Pixel Slappa said. He PSO2's in Game Pass, and he spends money there, microtransactions. I mean, people get to play games for free. If the developers weren't making money, Square Enix would not have put Outriders in Game
Oh,
Pass.
yeah.
Exactly.
There's,
not to
first
be
of
a
all,
first
there's a
person-
contract.
Because
Square
the
Enix
way
is
this
huge.
works is, Wilmy, I would like to pay your company X amount of money for you to send your stuff to me, and we'll put it on our system for free.
In your hair?
What would the dollar amount cost? And guess what? Wilmy will say, I want X amount of dollars. And if I say, okay, guess what happens? Wilmy sending his stuff to me for free. Because, that's how this shit works. You may not like it, but guess what? There was a dollar amount expressed. Microsoft said no problem, and that's how it works.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Everybody keeps forgetting that there is a contract beforehand, before that game even went in. They're making so much money. They're still making money when the game is in there because it's at a discounted price. They make a shitload of money off of any expansions that they do or any extra DLC that's not part of the main game. When it goes out, guess what? When they notify you, hey, this game is leaving, they make another ton of money there because everybody that didn't buy it are going to buy it now while it's on discount before they're done playing the game. So there's so many facets to this. They have the access to the numbers. All right. There's only been one time that an actual dev, technically a CEO, technically ex-CEO of a company, right? That he said that they felt like they got shaded, right? That they didn't get the deal. He thought that they should have had more money. But he no longer worked with the company, and he wasn't part of that. So
Exactly.
he's the only guy that ever said that this was a bad deal for us. But he wasn't part of that company anymore, And if it was that bad of a deal, guess what? It was a lesson learned, right? They also still went back with 2 more games.
Yeah, the thing is, they could say, hey, look, okay, so let's say the game got downloaded 2 million times, 2 million people played it, and if we'd have sold it, we'd have made $110 million, but Microsoft only paid us $60 million to put it in. Damn, we could have made more money if we sold it. Okay, yeah, you're right. Devs could probably look at that, but they also need to look at the fact of, if someone plays the game for free, like me, if I play a game for free and it's a free game, I don't mind dropping $60 in microtransactions if I like it.
All right.
I'm going to drop it anyway.
Prime example.
Let me catch a super chat.
Go ahead.
Aaron, thank you for the $2 super chat. Just pre-ordered. They're being pretty pro-consumer. I got it pre-ordered too. I'm not canceling it.
I'm not canceling mine. I'll pay for it. I'm going to pay for my kids also.
I'm still
so there's
debating what
5
I'm
copies
doing.
right there.
It's a good game. There's no reason not to.
Yeah,
Let's
I pre-ordered. Go ahead.
Let's go away from the gaming part of it, right? The thought process, right? We're still in the same topic, but let's go away from that thought process. I can buy the 3080, right? It's supposed to be $700 to $800, right? Well, what are we buying them for? Well over $1,200, right? That's the deal you're making. You know what the value is, but you're making that deal because everybody's gobbling it up and then they're reselling it to you. You're the one that's willing to pay $3,000 for a 3090 when it doesn't even cost that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the deal you're making. This is the same scenario here with games. This is the deal you're making, and this is the deal that's between them and Microsoft, or Xbox, technically.
Well, it's like what you said earlier, Dredd. Okay, the one guy that was an ex-developer said, not by a month or two, I think he was out of the company for like a year.
Yeah.
if companies didn't like it, they wouldn't put their games in there. And these are companies that are not part of the Microsoft studios.
And who's the biggest like other than Activision hated company when it comes to microtransactions? EA. Oh, where are they at? They're on Game Pass. So obviously, there's money to be made.
Well, I mean, what does that say about EA had their own, what was it, like $10 a month or $5 a month subscription fee?
EA Play or something?
Yeah.
Play was like $10.
Yeah, okay, so it was $10 a month or $5, however much it was a month.
$5 a month or 24
They
for
were making
the year.
they were making so much money off that they decided to roll it into Game Pass. So obviously Game Pass gave them a hell of a lot better deal. But like, hey, if you just get rid of that shit and stop charging our consumers X amount of money, we'll give you X amount of money.
And you notice there's more games in there now
yes.
that are more relevant versus
I mean, it makes sense.
years past.
You know,
it all comes down to
money. You took away the paywall of having to buy the game in the first place. You get it on Game Pass, and EA still, because they were making more money on microtransactions, they were making on game purchases, period. So now they're just, now you don't even have to buy the game. You just download it on Game Pass.
Money off FIFA.
Well, I mean, Wilmy, I think you said this like a year ago. Damn it. Fortnite. You can download the game for free, and what were they making, like $500 million a month or something?
Oh
like that?
dude, yeah. They're printing their own money.
Yeah, so I mean, trust me, you can make a game for free and not have to worry about anybody buying it because of microtransactions. If you do it right, people will buy the shit out of them.
Well, hell, my nephew found out freaking Raven from DC Comics was in Fortnite, and he doesn't play Fortnite at all. He downloaded it and got the Battle Pass.
I know lots of people that do that. My son wanted Yoda, and I'm like, well, how much does it cost? Oh, you got to buy the Battle Pass, Dad. Then I got to get it to level 100. I'm like,
yeah. I tried that with Deadpool, and it was like, do this, do that, and if you missed one day's worth of whatever, you're screwed. And I was like, well, there's no point in doing
paying.
This. Yeah,
they got rid
the
of that
Battle Pass,
actually.
like
you can actually go back and do them.
And the whole thing, I've been seeing a lot of it this week, and this is actually part of what my second rant was going to be. Because I don't know about all you people that are here on the panel and here in the chat. I'm really fucking tired of seeing people talking about, well, Game Pass isn't sustainable. It's not this. Apparently it is. And what do you fucking know?
And you don't own your game, Wilmy.
I mean, Microsoft spent $7.5 billion just to make Bethesda games, id Games, Machine Games. They made to make these all first party on Game Pass, day and date, and on Game Pass forever. $7.5 billion. If it wasn't making money, Microsoft wouldn't have done it because Microsoft is a giant and they're rich as fuck.
Fuck, if it wasn't making money, developers wouldn't want to have anything to do with it.
Okay,
and they made it back in a month and a half.
Right?
And Phil said it last week during their little round table. All ZeniMax games going forward. Now, there will be a couple that were already under contract.
Indiana Jones.
Those will go to PlayStation.
We don't know that yet.
Wilmy, what if, and mind you,
But he did say all games going forward will be anywhere where Game Pass is available.
Yep. Hey, so Wilmy, what if Microsoft buys those contracts out?
I mean, they totally could, but I don't think they would do that.
It's not like.
I mean, they might, but me personally, I've looked at that game.
They kept with the contracts with Obsidian.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably keep it, but I mean, how many games? Probably 3 or 4, maybe 20 games.
Here's the truth about the whole exclusivity thing. Anything that is there already will continue to be supported. Anything that has a timed anything will continue to be supported. That's it. Everything after that,
Game Pass.
You're fucked. Yep. If you're on,
that's the way I look at it.
Strictly to PlayStation platform, you're fucked. You don't get to play those games.
And the one thing that really irritates me, and I play everything. I don't care where it is. If there's a game I want to play, I buy the system. The one thing that really annoys the fuck out of me is when PlayStation bought Insomniac, which Insomniac pretty much worked for PlayStation anyway. They made one game that went on Xbox. That was the greatest thing ever. Oh, we need exclusives for PlayStation. It's amazing. It's amazing. The day that Microsoft goes and buys ZeniMax, now it's a problem to have exclusives. Oh, yeah. Now it's a problem. Now you got YouTubers freaking the fuck out. Their manginas are full of sand. I can think of one particular person. His got really woolly. As a matter of fact,
fuck. Dude, that's like one of the first people I ever blocked on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck that guy.
The thing is, and
it's not his family. It's his IQ.
And it's just like, what part of this don't you get? It was made pretty plain and simple. I watched a video this afternoon before we went live from DualShockers. And if you've ever watched DualShockers, you know they're basically, all game journalism is pretty much fucking trash to begin with. I don't care who it is. IGN is up there. Kotaku is up there. And DualShockers, we already knew. But the guy did a 7-minute video on why this was a bad idea. And the thing is, his whole 7-minute video was him crying because these games were going to be exclusive to Xbox. And
so, I hate to break this to you, but when you spend $7.8 billion or $100 or whatever, when you spend the money, you get to decide what happens. And if you don't like that, guess what? Anybody that wants to whine, let me explain something that I've said it before. If Microsoft doesn't buy these companies, Tencent, Amazon, or Google will. PlayStation does not have the money to do it, and that's why Microsoft's gobbling them up. Because if they don't, Google and Amazon will.
And look what happened to Stadia. Look what happened to Stadia in those days.
Exactly.
And you had what's-her-face go to PlayStation.
I got a little something to say, too, about I've seen a lot of people on social media mentioning that Microsoft is just out here sniping these developers, whatever snipe means. But every developer that Microsoft has ever acquired, Microsoft has in a long-lasting relationship with. You go back to Playground Games. You go back to Undead Labs. The very first State of Decay was only available on the Microsoft Store. You go back to Bethesda. Morrowind. The only console it was on Xbox because of the hard drive. Hell, Bethesda was even waiting on Microsoft response to how much RAM they were going to put into 360 so that they knew what they could do or could not do with Oblivion.
Yeah.
Microsoft has always had a lasting relationship with every developer they've picked up. They just don't go out and buy what it's going to make them money. They are, they're in close with these people. They're friends with these developers that they buy.
But the funny part about Mr. I won't mention his name because I don't think he deserves it.
Mr. Ed?
Yeah. We'll call him Mr. Fuckface.
Yeah, there you
go. Goes and makes a video of how that, he is being stressed out about all the people coming back at him because a developer of one of these games just what's the kids called that? Ratioed his ass.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, on post. And he made a video saying, "Oh, well, it's stressing me out, but it was so funny." Okay, fucker, either it was stressing you out and you're leaving social media for a few days, or it was funny. Okay, but the guy, and remember, this is the same dude that was supposed to fist fight somebody else 2 months ago? They were supposed to have a boxing match or something, and the guy turns around and goes on his YouTube channel and goes, "Oh, well, my wife said it wouldn't be smart, so I'm not going to take you up on it." Here's what I'm getting at. If you were that big of a dumb fuck on social media where people are really wanting to fist fight you, and it's over a game console, you really need to step back one day, away from your computer,
And look at your
away
priorities.
from YouTube. You need to walk in the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror, and just punch yourself about 27 fucking times. And then
Just
after
say,
that,
"It's a wrap."
delete everything. Yeah, and then say that's a wrap.
That's not right.
You know, I'll get
It's a
involved in it. I'll
Can we
get
spend
involved
an
in it on
hour
social media.
just talking about it's a wrap one of these days?
Dude,
feel like
I was on Game On Daily with that fucking clown. Holy shit. I mean,
Fuck me running, that was bad. So bad.
he was, you know, there's one thing. I mean, this is YouTube. I mean, we don't take this shit serious. I know some people do. Some people do this for a living, but
I jerk off for a living.
nobody here does it. You know, in case you guys didn't know, Husk has his own business now. He walks around the streets in Nebraska with a mattress on his back and a little sign that says curb service. You know,
He's got knee pads now too.
Goes sells
tell me it's
memberships.
not true.
Goes sells memberships to the Flat Earth Society. You know, all this
We all gotta
stuff.
stay
He's
up.
also
Hard
getting
knock life.
into the Red Rocket business, I heard.
That's
it's
what I've
the
heard
thing with
too.
dogs. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
But you know, a lot of these dudes, man, just don't. It's a persona. They fight to keep going, and at some point, it's where can it stop? Because like these dumbasses, you know, from Dual Shockers, he purposely took the video because he took just a small bit of Phil Spencer's comments last week. He left out the part where Phil said, okay, they will be on any place where Game Pass is available. He took that part out of his video. I mean, it just blows my mind that people still try to find a narrative or try to find some way to twist the actual truth.
Their way.
Can I clear something up for all the fucking morons out there real quick? Xbox, it hasn't been just a console for quite some time now.
Exactly.
God.
It's a
Right? I was like, what just
brand.
happened there?
It is literally a brand. So when they say Xbox platform for when they say Xbox platform, they mean wherever their games are fucking playable. They are Xbox Studios. They are publisher, creator, everything. It's a brand. That is what it is. It is not a console. The days of a console are they're fucking dead. You got to realize that the platforms don't fucking matter anymore to Microsoft. They own the PC space. They own the console space. They're a brand. Fuck, they're on mobile. They're everywhere. So just
Exactly. You know,
stop being fucking stupid.
I preach it on Twitter all day long. What was it? Because it was called before it was called Xbox Game Studios. What was it called?
Microsoft Studios.
It was called Games for Windows.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
holy
that's
fuck.
another one.
You're going way back.
So I mean, there you
God
go.
damn.
It's
Grab
a
it,
different device, same platform. Period.
Let me catch this. Nano, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Nobody should ever listen to Mr. Small Testicle Tessellation, and that's a wrap. I got both of those references. And Cedric, thank you for the $20 super chat. Keep up the great work, GBTB Nation. Dude, we are here to make you laugh. And
Thanks a lot,
eventually
guys.
we'll get somebody to try to cancel us, but not yet.
I'm still waiting
Not
for
yet.
them to announce
Working on
that
it.
Game Pass is coming to Steam.
So let's go back to the whole
Because
kinda
of
They're
has,
like
though.
friends
It kind of
now, yeah.
has.
yeah,
Well,
but remember
no, they don't
Nintendo
have-
and
Phil
Xbox
Spencer-
did that thing, and nothing ever came of it. Why?
Phil Spencer said that you could only play the Bethesda games everywhere Game Pass was, and Bethesda games are huge on Steam.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It doesn't have to actually be Game Pass per se. As long as you log in to Game Pass through the game that you got, that you're able to download through Steam, you're back in the ecosystem.
Well,
So
let's
it's
not
just like
forget
PlayStation.
that Microsoft and Gabe
Minecraft.
Newell have become butt buddies again, like before this deal actually happened.
Well, you got to remember, Gabe used to work for Microsoft.
You
Yeah,
remember that
That's
interview
where he
Gabe
started
did?
his
back then.
career.
Where they asked Gabe, what would you rather have, the PS5 or the Xbox Series
Oh.
X? And he told them
Yeah, that
Series X. And they said, well, why? He said, it's the most powerful console.
And no flinching, right? Just like that.
Exactly.
That was their answer.
I mean, does anybody find it interesting? As since the Xbox Series X has launched, we keep hearing more and more things the damn thing can do. The only thing we've heard the PlayStation 5 can do is you got to launch some fucking game that way you can use the mouse. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
like that
that was a
article?
little
You guys read that
Oh.
shit?
And that
No,
makes
how
no
about-
goddamn sense. to
I
me.
mean,
You just plug it
the
into
PlayStation
PS4
5
and
has
use
mouse
it.
support, but in order
And
to
a
launch
browser.
it, and a
hidden
browser, but to access both of them, you have to launch some horrible Navy game to get them to work.
I didn't
Yeah.
have to do any of that shit for my PS4 when we played Final Fantasy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they took it off the PS5. I'm not sure why.
Did anybody
about-
else see the screenshots on Twitter? The guy that was playing the alpha go ahead version of Edge on his Xbox, he was streaming Death Stranding on an Xbox.
Yeah, but that's
That's awesome.
So
that was in
I'm-
that picture that Aaron Greenberg posted. That's what Phil was using. He was using the app on his PC.
I mean, I the question I still have is a year and a half ago or something, Nintendo and Xbox had said, oh look, we're talking, and then the Xbox Live will be coming to Nintendo type thing, and then it didn't go anywhere. Who's to say Game Pass won't be on the Switch here in the near future?
How about
they're
how about
friends,
Buffalo?
So one
It's
can
likely something would come of it.
How about
look,
Buffalo on PlayStation 5?
I don't think Sony would allow it. I really don't.
Think of how many fucking handhelds fucking Nintendo would sell just from that alone. It's so much better than your phone.
What if it-
and
I mean,
hooking shit
PlayStation's
up
kind of
and-
cornering themselves in the market of no, we don't like anybody. We're going to do our own thing, and it's like, okay, just get left behind because other
You're
companies
doing
are.
and what a lot of these fanboys forget is who runs PlayStation servers now.
Mhm. Azure.
But
Is there-
something
Yeah.
everybody
Actually-
keeps sleeping on is PlayStation's version of Game Pass, which is why they're renting the server space. Think about it.
Yeah,
But,
but
they
like-
haven't done it yet. Right now, it's
No,
just
but-
Sony itself.
yeah,
So
but
let's-
They'll
but
have the server space. to do it
you'll
now.
have the server space, but when it comes down to Game Pass, it all comes down to you have to have enough money to ask companies to put the games into your service. So you're paying
Yeah.
them money you don't have yet, saying, "Hey, do this, we'll give you money, and hopefully we'll get paid in the back end." Microsoft has the money to leverage it because they're a company 10 times the size, almost 20 times the size of PlayStation in money.
And a
So-
surprisingly large amount of people actually
Well, guess who else
buy
is going
games
to
they try on Game Pass that they never would have bought in the first place, which
Look,
is
I've said it
yet
before,
another
I'll say it again.
incentive.
I will not be shocked when Google or Amazon or Tencent buys Sony out and just rolls them into a service.
Well, don't forget who else is going to Azure. Microsoft is helping Nintendo because they were still on the old Windows, 98 software servers.
I mean, think about that though. What if Amazon, they're entering the whole streaming service, just decides, hey, fuck it, we'll buy PlayStation out. They already have all these exclusives, and then we can have our own streaming service.
Use it as a starting ground for sure.
Yeah. They already have the tech and the hardware and all the games and already a fan base. Why build your own when you can just buy one a hell of a lot cheaper than building one? I mean, look what happened to Stadia. Stadia came out and said, hey, look, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. This shit ain't working, and we invested billions.
And they
Okay.
said that they're going to lease out their tech.
Yeah, so it's like, why not Amazon just say, hey, look, fuck it. We're just going to buy PlayStation out, save a ton of money, and roll forward. Like, fun of me all you want. I'm telling you.
Would the Trade Commission have an issue with monopolizing if that happened?
Fuck, man, I'm well over an hour from my piss break. I'll be back.
What do you mean?
Well, thanks for announcing.
He was too busy messing with his headphones.
What do you mean, KY?
Well, I mean, so I believe Microsoft, if Microsoft bought PlayStation, there would definitely be an issue with the Trade Commission as far as monopolizing. But
That's why
if-
Amazon will come in and do it.
Yeah, if Amazon, Google, or Tencent did it without being an already established entity in the console space, I think they would.
See,
They'd get they'd get the green light.
if you wanted to go with this theory, Microsoft could still buy Sony as long as Sony's still a competitor with Xbox. You can still do that.
Yeah.
And-
Shady as hell, but you could.
No, as long as think about
As long as you let them operate as their own entity, you
as
can
long as
technically
they
still
operate
own them.
separately, they can still overlap, right? Sony still produces TVs, right? They still have products other than games that they produce. So as long as they still do that, and the gaming section still overlaps, it's not a big deal as long as they are separate entities, even though they're under the same umbrella. Like I said, Microsoft, not Xbox. Microsoft buying them. Just throwing it out there, not saying that it's going to
I
happen.
see what you're saying.
You know how Microsoft kept saying that. Well, Phil Spencer threw it out there. They didn't really come out and say it per se, but Phil Spencer threw out there how Tencent, Google, Amazon, they were really being looked at as the competitors and not Sony. I don't know, a lot of fanboys took offense to that, but maybe that was a ploy to kind of separate themselves from the console space so that Game Pass could wind up on PlayStation one day. Because if they separate themselves as a direct competitor, then Game Pass is just a service, just like Netflix and Hulu and anything else that may be on PlayStation.
Well, who would you rather deal with, the devil you know or the devil you don't know?
The devil
Well,
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I deal with myself all the time.
They definitely know Microsoft.
So we're talking about PlayStation and Microsoft and Game Pass and all that. There's an article in the podcast topics where it talks about that 25% of PlayStation Now users are not resubscribing because of the lack of content.
Exactly.
And
I understand that.
It's pretty bad, dude.
It blew my mind today.
25%, that's not a small number. That's not 25,000 people.
I've been out of the system, right? So it blew my mind today when we were talking. I didn't realize that PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now were two separate services, both $60 a year.
Yep.
That's $120 a year to have both services.
Well, let's look at the reason PlayStation Now came about. Okay, PlayStation Now did not come about the same way Game Pass came about. PlayStation Now came to be because of the incompatibility on the PS4 to play PS3 games. So they streamed them through PS Now. And that's, really still to this day, that is what that service is most used for, is for streaming games that aren't compatible on current consoles.
As far as I recall, I might be wrong, but on my PlayStation 3, I had access to PS Now, not just PS Plus.
Correct.
So how does that factor in?
Well, on PS4, why would you use
PS3
PS Now?
Not PS4.
Right. I know. I know when the service came to be, but on PS4, what is PS Now used for the most?
Well, yeah, that one is for BC.
Pornhub.
Nobody.
Backwards
compatibility that nobody plays. Yeah, nobody plays old games, but yeah, okay.
Pornhub did release the info of who logs in the most from what system, and PlayStation Vita logged at the top.
That's why.
By a large
That's why PlayStation 5 doesn't have it.
Maybe PS does not sound for PlayStation. It sounds for Pornhub stimulating or something. I don't know, man.
Well, it tells you there's no browser on the PS5, but if you go into your settings, there's actually settings for a browser, but it's just not there.
Maybe they don't want to have it there because they're like, we don't want to be known as the Pornhub console.
Maybe it's for that DVR add-on that Japan is getting.
Now they're cutting out the communities too, by the way.
But communities, I'm not on PlayStation. So I don't know what the hell it is.
On
just doing that
PlayStation.
They're doing that on PS4, but not PS5.
Not yet.
No, I think they're taking everything away from.
They're trying
PS4.
to migrate it, trying to get you to switch over to 5.
But see, I don't get that. They said before the PlayStation 5 launched, hey, don't worry, the PlayStation 4, we're going to support it for 4 years. And they start shutting down.
And before that, they said they weren't going to support anything. So they keep double backing and keep lying to us.
The funny thing is, Sony's biggest profitable business isn't even electronics; it's insurance.
Just out of curiosity, why would they have a DVR system on the PlayStation 5 if you don't have a browser? So what are you recording?
TV. It's in the Discord. I put it on there.
No, I saw it. I just haven't read the article. But is it an app you got to download or something then?
It's a full piece that looks like a PlayStation 3, and
Yeah.
it's got your inputs for your antenna inputs.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So it's funny how TV, we get rid of TV, we get rid of my HDMI in, which I'm still kind of pissed off about, but I've gotten used to, unfortunately, because I still got my 1X, so it doesn't really affect me as much. But there's another company that's coming in, and it's like they got rid of. I don't care. They got rid of the TV guide on it. That's fine. I don't care. They don't have to support it. They don't have to support anything that they don't see that is profitable or even worth their effort anymore. You know what I mean? And I still want HDMI, but I get it. They're looking at their numbers. If the 2% of the population's only using this, then so be it. It is what it is. I'm one of the few that are actually utilizing a lot of the features, like Connect on my one.
I guess the thing that I don't get is TV has, they're cutting, cable subscription has gone down a lot over the years because people are now using the apps. Mm-hmm. You pay cheaper to, pay $10 for this one, $10 for that one, whatever. We cut the cord a while ago because I can get everything I need off the apps or off Netflix or whatever, or just buy the damn seasons on Vudu. Wilmy buys everything on, Microsoft, Wilmy?
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Yeah, so TV subscription's gone down. So to have a TV service that you're plugging a cable into, maybe in Japan TV's huge and everything, but in America, the last article I saw, which was a couple of years ago, cable subscription is down 30%.
Dude, so, I'm here to tell you, if you call your cable provider now and tell them you want to cut your cable, they will literally come to your house and give you a free hand job to get you to keep it.
Dude, Sphincter keeps coming around and harassing me because I went with Fios. Sphincter, by the way, is Spectrum.
It comes down to they need you. They need the numbers because they have to pay all these companies X amount of money to keep all of their stuff, ABC, NBC, all that. Well, guess what? You can buy all that for a hell of a lot cheaper than most cable.
Yeah, that's like I was telling you guys a few weeks ago, that Paramount Plus.
Right?
Yeah.
I paid $48 for a full year, no commercials. And Discovery Plus, I got it free for Verizon for a year.
Yep.
And it's $7 a month.
Yeah.
And my cable bill, oh my God, my cable bill was outrageous. And most of the shit I watch is on the Discovery Plus app anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I've got Disney Plus, I've got Netflix, and I've got Hulu. Or not Hulu. I kind of have access to Hulu.
Does anybody know? Does the History Channel have their own app yet?
Yeah,
it's
they
on
do.
Discovery Plus.
Yeah, Discovery Plus.
It's part of the Discovery Plus.
Discovery and History are probably my two most watched networks.
Discovery Plus is what? It's got like 15 channels on there.
It's 25 to be
It's
exact.
it's got. Cooking,
if you add up all the channels you get from Discovery Plus,
Paramount Plus,
Paramount, which is now CBS and all that, Paramount and a couple others, you pay like $40 a month, if that, probably lower than that, and you're getting 50 to 60 channels.
But you still got to pay your internet prices to have access.
Yeah.
That's still a hell of a lot cheaper than a $300 fucking cable bill with internet.
Right.
Yeah.
But what you just said was what my bill used to be was $160 something bucks for all of cable.
Honestly, we pay for cable internet from our cable company, but as far as our television service, we get YouTube TV because I'm a premium subscriber to YouTube. We get YouTube TV for $50, and it gives us all our local channels and everything. So, it's a great deal.
It's a great deal, but you might want to look into other stuff. YouTube was talking about shutting it down.
Yeah, my buddy had it, and he's not re-signing up for it because of
KY. But serious, start looking at other places because there was an article a couple of months ago talking about they were looking at shutting it down because the numbers are falling.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no. Don't tell me that.
Sorry, man. The numbers aren't there. They're not going to keep the service.
I love having a
$50 service, and everybody else, people are leaving other services to make their own service that's only $5 to $10.
Why only get $2 when Wilmy will buy all my channels for $5 because I give it directly to him? It makes more sense to sell directly to Wilmy than to sell to KY, and then KY sells to everybody. Cut the middleman out. And go directly to the
racist.
people.
Why won't you sell to Ghost?
And a little bit
because Ghost can't read, write, or understand until he's high.
And that's why
I'm really good at it when I'm high. So that's it works.
And he's almost reached the point of it now.
a little bit off
Dr.
topic.
Redrock.
Did you
I
read
know
the Twitter
everybody was-
conversations going on with my life right now?
I know everybody was kind of looking forward to a whole KY.
Look, every time
Elvis
my
vibrator.
life feels bad, Ghost,
We'll
you
work on
tweet
it.
something, and I don't feel so bad anymore.
I'm here to help.
Is that like a self-lubricating vibrator?
We don't know yet, okay? We're working on it.
Well, you know, that
Imagine
fight
that,
that, our
baby.
lawyers got into because one said Astroglide and the other one said KY. That was a pretty slippery
It
situation.
was ugly.
It should have
It
been
was
Astro
very
Y
ugly.
or K Glide, and then
Yeah.
you guys would have been okay.
Maybe we could just make our own lube.
Blood.
Yeah, I'm not touching that
Yeah.
one. All right.
Yeah. Ask
Yeah.
Fork.
Wait, what?
Ask where Fork got his hair lube.
Apparently from that surgeon.
First of all, it's not called hair lube; it's called gel. Thank you.
Oh.
My
So I
arm is
see-
very sore still.
We're on the trend of two dislikes every week now.
Really?
That's
Good.
nice.
And maybe
We're
it's
pissing
Karen.
people
Uh,
off.
Hey, so
Yes.
all of
There
you
you
that
go.
dislike the content, I'm glad that you came to watch it because we still got the statistic for you watching it. You dumb fuck.
And we love you.
Can I help? Can I be part of the salute, please?
But see, the funny part, though, going back after we lost track with all these different cable things, that's kind of where Game Pass is. That shit's going to be on your TV really quick.
Well, they signed that
Yep.
thing with Samsung, wasn't it?
Samsung, it already,
it's already
It's
in
already
the
done.
works. Yes. that-
yeah.
Apparently, some of the newer TVs already have the app on there, but it's defunct until they're ready for it to be active.
It's already on two of my Samsungs, but
See,
you
there
can't
you
do
go.
anything with it yet.
It's on one of mine. It just doesn't do anything. But
Yep.
I mean, hey, look, Elder Scrolls 5 and 6 being on a Samsung fridge is a very good fucking possibility here soon.
Oh,
5
yeah.
is already
Yeah.
on a fridge.
Yes. And Doom is already on a pregnancy test.
So is
Yeah,
Skyrim.
that's awesome.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They did. Get
That's what
Skyrim on
5
there.
is.
I mean,
Elder
hey,
Scrolls
you know
5
what?
is Skyrim.
Hey, as many kids as the Ghost has, it kind of is Doom. So it's like,
Well, the money that goes out.
fuck! Why not wear a condom?
I was fucked up.
Oh, and Fred may have mentioned it too, because there are rumors of this new dongle coming out.
Yeah.
You
I'm-
said dongle.
Well, yeah,
Because you're dongle.
Well,
but there are rumors that it'll be something like a Chromecast.
yeah, and that's the thing too, because I said that
Or a
years
Roku.
ago that they could do the app. They can bring the app to the console, to the OG one console with no HDR, no 4K, but the S could have the HDR and 4K because you can literally stream that way. There's so many avenues, and I'm like, at the same time, I could see a Roku box or even a Chromecast or Fire Stick version of it being plugged in for the older TVs that don't have it already there. So
Yeah.
you plug it in, and there you go.
They'll make
don't
their
need a
deals
console.
with the big manufacturers like Samsung and shit, and then everybody else can buy the fucking device that
Yeah.
costs $30. And
I mean,
boom.
if you think about it, it's not a bad thing. If you're everywhere, then people want to get what you have because, I mean, we've said it over and over again. Dealer has said it. A lot of people have said it. They lose money on consoles. They don't make money. They lose
yeah.
money. They make money on games and subscriptions. So guess what? If they can get good Game Pass on Samsung and dongles and fridges and everywhere else, that's that many more people subscribing to your service. And mind you, Phil Spencer said, because someone asked, hey, can't we get a family Game Pass account? And he said, it's something we can think about. So
Something they've
They
thought
used
about
to.
and
They used
talked
to.
about. They'll it'll happen.
and by the way, anybody that thinks Game Pass is going to say $15 forever is an idiot. The price is going to go up, and you're going to deal with it, and life will go on. Because the moment they get 400 or 500 games in there, $20 is not that bad to have that many games.
I mean, look how
But
many
at the
times
same-
Netflix goes up.
Right,
Yeah.
you get
I
inflation
agree.
every year from all your fucking streaming companies. So don't act like
Yeah.
fucking Xbox
Yeah, where's your
is any
99-cent
different.
menu? Where's your 99-cent menu?
They might put more tiers to it, like how Netflix
No.
does it.
No,
No, they're trying to get away from that.
possible.
They're trying to simplify it. Hence the whole reason why we had that Xbox Gold issue
Yeah,
I could see a price hike, but it's a long ways out, I think, personally.
If it happens this year, I could see it in summer. If it doesn't happen by summer, I don't think it's going to happen until next year. I don't see them doing it at Christmas time.
I would say easily next year.
Haven't I already seen pictures on? I've seen pictures on the internet of what looks like an Xbox Fire Stick. Is that a real thing yet?
Look,
no, that's
not yet.
Abraham Lincoln said, "Don't believe everything on the internet."
He said, "Don't believe the hype."
I don't think the internet was around when Lincoln was around, Fork.
That's the point.
Did Lincoln have one of those big old grandfather clocks around his neck? Don't believe the hype.
He hid the internet.
No,
in his hat.
that was Flava Flav, sir.
Flava Flav.
Dude, I actually got his autograph. And the worst part was
I don't know. That's something I'd brag about.
No. Here's
actually met Flavor Flav.
Here's the thing. Well, actually, his family lives around here.
Like you stood in line.
So
I'm sorry.
He came down to one of the restaurants where my mom was working way back in the day. This was in the 90s. And he wanted some food, and my mom wouldn't cook it because it was after breakfast, and he wanted breakfast. They don't do breakfast after a certain time. And so he was all pissed off. But he ended up signing the placemat for my mom because she's like, I don't know who the hell he is. I don't care. And they're like, that's Flavor Flav. You don't know? She's like, I don't know. Probably my son probably likes him. So they went and got him to sign, but he signed it to her instead of me. I was like, oh, thanks.
So
I get a signature.
People actually got excited. Flavor Flav was there.
This was in the 90s.
In the 90s, it used to be a big deal.
Thing.
Look,
if I ran into him, I'd get excited.
Right? Like,
there was a time he was popular.
I'm not gonna lie, but like, dude, hook me up.
I mean,
who doesn't hear 911's a joke?
Yeah, 911 is what was it? 911 is out of town. I can't remember the song.
A joke.
Yeah,
911's a joke, literally.
That was the name of the song, dude.
Didn't he marry that tall blonde from?
No, that's Ice-T. You're thinking Ice-T.
No.
Ice-T and Coco?
Yeah.
No.
Not Sharon Stone. Was it Sharon?
No, the bitch from fucking Rocky 4.
Yeah, Rocky's ex-wife.
No, Ivan Drago's wife.
No.
She
was actually married to Sylvester Stallone.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird. That's some weird shit.
All right. Yeah, we don't really care.
Bridget Nielsen from Beverly Hills Cop 2, the tall blonde.
We're sick of the rabbit holing.
Yeah, I don't really care who Flava Flav married, okay?
Flava.
Hey, I wasn't even going that far. They took it further.
I don't even know if dude's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He is.
Oh, that's terrible.
His clock's still ticking.
And it's still around his neck.
That's funny.
Well, no wonder. She's like motorboat height.
Okay.
I mean, he looks like the goddamn gremlin. I mean,
who doesn't love a good motorboat, though?
He had to pull out the climbing gear.
He's got stilts.
Motorboating.
Can I date you?
According to The Verge, Microsoft is bringing its Xbox Auto HDR feature to Windows PCs, and more than 1,000 PC games will be supported. If you're a Windows insider, you can test the Auto HDR right now.
You know, it's awesome. I'm a Windows insider, but
your
PC
computer will not do HDR.
No, I can't even handle the app.
You know what's funny is when I saw the article, I'm like, Dread's an insider, and Dread can't play it.
Nope.
Dread's PC is so ancient, I'm not sure it could handle xCloud. Let's just be honest.
I mean, most of your average...
Look, Dread's PC is so old, it's still on Windows XP. It's like, I can't go further. Do not put anything else on me.
Hey, Dread's PC is so old that's what was running the rover on Mars recently.
Dread's PC is so old, its mom went to college.
Somebody got that. I heard them laugh. They saw the article.
Your average PC monitors can't even do HR, right? So, I mean, some can, some can't, but I mean...
I can.
My PC is hooked up to my 82-inch screen TV, so...
Yeah, I don't know. My PC is hooked up to my 43-inch LCD.
And let me tell you...
PC is so old, it killed his camera.
Midget porn looks like normal porn on this.
Oh, God.
IO throughput, bro. Solid.
Mate.
Pixel
Brett
said he's
is-
a Windows
is-
Insider. His tongue's tired.
He's in the process of building. Holy
Oh,
fuck,
man.
PC.
But back to the topic.
Isn't Win
Uh,
usually a dude's name?
Maybe.
9.
No.
No.
I don't know.
Back to the topic.
Enabling auto HDR will add high dynamic range, of course, to a large number of DirectX and DirectX 12 games, as long as you have a compatible monitor. So you need that monitor.
Wait. That's like that whole thing of you need an HDMI cable, and people were blown away by that. It's like, wait,
Yeah, no shit.
what?
Well, look up the price of some decent
No,
HD
no.
monitors and come back. Get back with me, okay?
And if you're
That's why you
PC
go TV.
illiterate, just go to your settings and you will find it under settings in Windows 10. It's really super easy. Look for the little cog.
And if you can't find it there, go find a how-to video on YouTube. It exists.
Or just go down to the type here to
Guaranteed.
search and type HDR.
Like I said, a how-to YouTube video. Maybe you should make one. People
There
would
you
watch the fuck out of it.
And
Almost
if you can't figure it
guaranteed.
out, you can always contact our Bob the Tech Guy.
That's true.
Yeah, we haven't found him.
This Bob?
Also true. Cloud's the only one that knows anything about Bob.
Yeah.
was, he,
KY guy.
was he
Our
arrested
tech
with
guy.
Chipper?
Oh, all I know is once the studio caught fire, we haven't heard from Bob. So either he died there or he set it fire and ran. We don't
See,
know.
Or you
Cloud
can
got-
KY.
Or McBaglick got a call from Bob, and that was it.
I just saw him before I went out there to help Dre and did that bullshit with the fucking fake $100.
Yeah, you got shafted on that one, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, totally shafted.
I made sure I was clenched. I didn't want anything coming up from behind me.
All I heard was Shaft.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all you felt was Shaft.
And whenever I hear the word clenched, I think failed.
Da-da-da, oh.
Because it's all over your
Well,
head.
Look, my TMJ
You
hurts a
smell
little
like
bit. Okay?
shaft.
Like, hurts
Pork.
right here.
Your TMJ hurts.
Is that
Not
what,
so
is
much
that what you told
here
the
or
doctor?
here,
Can you
but
check it? It hurts
right
right
here.
Yeah.
If we weren't on YouTube, I'd tell you what that stood for.
I'll be honest. I was more. He said he could teach me CPR. I said okay.
Inflates here.
He said something about my
And
tonsils.
then
are
you're like,
enlarged.
ooh, hair gel.
He's like, your tonsils are enlarged. You know that?
You know, Fork, anything that's not mouth to mouth is not CPR. Just throwing out.
Well, there was a head and a mouth involved.
Hey, Wilmy.
That was
Fred
not a
wants to know
feeding
about
tube, Fork. That was not a feeding
Sync issues. Does anybody
Says
here that
you.
has one had sync issues with their
I have
controllers?
not had a sync issue.
I wouldn't
No,
know.
I
but
wash my dishes perfectly
with my
fine.
Elite 2's got all kinds of sync issues.
Look, I don't have sink issues. I have a
Really?
teenager that won't do dishes issues.
Yeah, like my
that a
shit
broken
will fucking
dishwasher?
unsync. Like I'd be in the middle of any fucking
Yeah.
shit. Let's fucking start fucking blinking and shit.
I've not had that issue in probably
Okay.
5 weeks now.
Ghost, I wonder if it's because it was in production prior to the
So-
Series X controllers. You
I
think?
haven't had a
That would
single
probably be my
issue with my controller syncing since I just said fuck it and plugged it in.
I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, but
And the only
that's
issue,
cord, man.
the
I'm
only
not-
issue I've had. Well, the funny.
It's cord. I can't do cords, man.
There's enough cords in my life already. I shouldn't have to be bound by everything. Like, come on, that's why you pay extra money so you don't have to fucking,
There's no strings on me.
Look, there's a cord, man. I'm tied down.
Okay, one
Fight
thing
the
you have to
power.
remember. One thing you have to remember about the new Xbox consoles: their controllers are not connected by Bluetooth. They are using direct Wi-Fi, and direct Wi-Fi freaks out whenever power is suddenly cut. So I haven't had an issue with my controller reconnecting ever since I started holding down the Xbox button and going up to turn off controller before I switch packs.
So what you're saying is don't use scissors to cut the electrical cord.
That's right. Don't just kill it, because direct Wi-Fi, which it will freak out, but direct Wi-Fi is also great because that leaves us the possibility of VR compatibility in the future wirelessly.
Well, direct Wi-Fi is also faster than Bluetooth.
Exactly. I mean, and we were seeing the dividends already with the lower latency on controllers.
Yeah. And hopefully the rest of the controllers will be out by summer.
Yes.
Spring?
Look, I
Yes.
just need a Elite Series 3 so I can spend more money.
I mean, if it's gonna work, then yeah, I'll throw money at it.
Look, I don't care what you say. It won't work. You'll still buy it.
Yeah, you're right.
The only issues that I run across with the new console is every once in a blue moon when I get an update, because I am in the alpha skip ahead, it locks up and I have to, and my family's like, I don't know what's wrong with it. I didn't want to touch it. So I go there and I hold the button, power it off, power it back on, and everything's fine. And it either goes through the download or it is already done with the download.
Hey, Dredd, I always love when we get those messages of, damn it. I'm like, this is why I'm not an insider.
And
That's on
Silent
certain
asks,
games.
hey, does anybody try the Xbox wireless headset? Not me. I've already got
haven't.
so many headsets. It's not even funny.
I saw someone, they reviewed it with Turtle Beach 700 and Turtle Beach 600, and for the most part, it seemed like the Turtle Beaches beat it hands down. There were, like, I guess, comfort and a couple of things.
Yeah.
The Xbox beat it, but other than that, it's like, okay, it's a good headset. It's not going to beat, your $200 headsets. Your Arctix 9X it'll probably beat, because at least it'll connect to Steak.
I was going to say it
that'll
might
happen.
stand up in some ways to it.
Hey, has
maybe
anybody
a 200.
tried the
They're losing money on it too, guaranteed.
Astro A50s? Because that
That's
requires
what I
the
use.
optical, doesn't it?
Nope, not anymore.
Just
Not
a-
anymore.
You do a firmware update, and you don't need the optical. And
So
I actually,
Just a
when
USB
we were doing
cable
the
now?
tournament,
Yeah.
this is the A50s that I was using when I had the double headsets.
So it's just
So
a
no
USB
issues.
and that's it?
USB, and that's it.
I may have to buy those. I liked them. One thing I
No, I like the A50s too, but I'm more partial to my Arctis 9X.
See, I just have I don't know.
I miss my
crackling
Turtle
noises and other
Beaches.
shit.
I like my
Yeah.
HyperXs.
Lasted.
We talked
7
about
years.
this before we went live, dude. It's your head.
Yes.
It is.
You're
my
not supposed
head.
to be
Maybe
eating
there's
Rice
a plate in
Krispies.
there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because your head's just so massive and
Big
Come on,
head,
my
small
fucking head.
ears.
yeah, we're talking about your head.
I'll give you head.
All right.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not putting a product spot in here
hold
for
it.
Microsoft.
Hold
but
on
this
one second.
right here,
1 second.
I love this edition because
Bob.
it makes it so easy to
Bob.
mute.
Listen. Hold on.
I'm confused.
I wasn't making a connection on
There it
that
is.
one, but
Oh no, you didn't hear it.
no, not you.
No, we heard it.
Husk.
We
no,
heard
no,
it.
I got
We
what
heard
you.
it, Husk.
So,
Wait, you're not talking about Bob?
You want me to go wired? Fuck you. I don't go wired.
You're
It's
already wired. You
It's
just said
wired
you were.
wireless. Makes no sense.
Oh, you mean for your headset?
Look,
Yeah, your headset wired to
I
you.
I can
only
wire
wire
it if
my
I have to.
are you showing me your Arctis 9X?
I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
I can't
one
go
of the
back
three.
after these A50s. I can't go back to a wired headset to a wireless controller.
Okay, on your 850s, what do you have to do to mute your mic?
I put the microphone up.
Yeah, you just lift it up.
Yeah, all I have to do is move my thumb 1 inch and hit a button.
I mean, all I have to do is move my thumb
Well,
on it and I come.
All I got to do is move my hand.
That's fair.
I was waiting for that one.
My 1-inch thunder thimble makes people moan.
Yeah.
Usually,
See, you did it right there. You just moaned. You did. So anyway,
call it what you want. People are impressed.
That's
and
the only
sad all
thing.
time.
That's the only thing that annoys me about the PlayStation Pulse headset is there's no mic, there's no boom mic on it at all. Yeah,
Weird.
and you have to literally, at least I have to take it off to find the mute button.
I don't think they've ever used a boom mic.
They have it.
I like my rigs because all I got to do is flip my headset up and that's it.
yeah, that's just that easy. You don't even have to think about it.
And
Plus,
see,
when,
I don't
when
like
you
wearing
start
a
talking,
headset.
you know that the mic's not there because it's out of your visual.
And first of all, I don't ever mute myself. I make everybody listen to me the entire
Well,
fucking time.
He
I had
does.
a-
Staying in
not
his
wrong.
room.
We mute you, so
I have a
I
Turtle
don't care.
Beach. I have a Turtle Beach that I flip the mic up and it mutes me, but the mic is so small it's out of my peripheral. So now with the addition to my controller, I can just look down, and if the mic mute light is on, then I know I'm good to do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
See, I had the same adapter for my controller on the original Xbox One. I fucking loved it. You had your volume controls, your mute button, all that shit. I loved it, but I still hate the wire.
I have a little
That's my
mixer
problem.
attached to my headset.
What
I'm
I
stuck
do
with the wire right now
is
on
the
my
smaller
Xbox.
microphone
Right.
headset, Bob. What I did is I stuck a Twinkie to it. That way I'd always
Jesus
see it.
Christ.
And that way I would see it, and that way I know it's there.
It
Only
doubles
problem
as a
is-
pop
God.
filter.
Yeah,
It would
it's not
only
a bad
last
idea.
about 30 seconds for
How long through the day through the gaming session did you make it before you ate the Twinkie?
Why do you think I'm so fucking fat?
Oh, okay. Probably the same reason I'm
Wow.
fat.
Sometimes he never made the Trinkie on there.
Well, Husk, we're the only two skinny dudes, huh?
Cream
Yep.
filling is
And
wonderful.
Leo.
What the fuck is that shit?
It's my
You weren't
glasses,
here for the
bro.
That is Husk's
Fuck,
Afterglow.
That's Elton
He's
John.
happy. It's
This is
St.
Irish
Patty's Day.
drinking glass.
I had a green beer and
Oh,
a tie and some nice glasses.
I mean, I could show you what I'm wearing green, but I don't think Wilmy wants to pull our
Hello,
pants down.
internet. Here, hold on.
We gotta look. I'm setting Nano up because I know he's going to take a screenshot of this.
Oh yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so. I
We're
am the
strobing
St. Patty's Day flag.
Hey, those are
Shamrock.
Yes.
Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Shamrocks was the
We're
word
doing a
I was
strobe now. Husk is.
Oh, dude, you know
he's
what's
raving.
fucked up?
Woo!
I'm still not used to my
Clover.
camera being
Ellipsis
right in front of
warning.
me. I keep looking over here, and it's
Not there.
no.
Don't
No.
feel bad. This is only my 4th podcast ever. I'm not used to where the camera is either.
Now
Yeah,
you're a perma.
We keep seeing your
podcaster.
testicles.
I was so pumped when I saw that, Bob.
By the way, congrats,
In
Bob.
all seriousness,
Yep.
Yeah, thank you everybody. It's a group. It's a very great group of guys. They're very humble and polite. And
Are you saying we're not humble?
Wait, no, I don't think. Hey, we're not polite.
the reason you all. The
pretty
reason,
sure I'm a superhero now.
The reason I love
Of
Gaming
dick
Beyond the
sucking?
Box so much is because you're not polite and humble.
Between the hoodie, sticking
Hey-
back that's
hey,
red,
Husk.
and then the chair, it looks like
Yeah.
he's got a cape on.
Husk, you are a superhero. Unfortunately,
I
dick
can see
sucking
that.
is not a power.
But it can't be powerful.
in
Why
some
you gotta crush
businesses,
my
it is
dreams
a
like that? What a
superpower.
dick!
Hey, like Wilmy said, your cape is a mattress tied to your back.
Hey, cape's a cape.
I'm ready, and I got knee pads.
Look. Don't pick on Husk because I was told the other day he was sitting on the corner eating pizza with no pants on, and they asked him why, and he said, "Well, it keeps the flies off my pizza."
Oh,
Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do when you're hungry.
see, I was figuring he was using the pizza grease
Oh,
to
that's fucking gross.
lube something.
Oh, that's real gross. Ow!
All right, and on that
Oh.
note, we are going to get everybody out of here. Believe it or not, it is almost 10
We
o'clock.
still have 5
Fuck, it
minutes.
doesn't feel like it.
We
I
still
know,
have 5
dude.
minutes, and I had headset issues.
The party is. It's
I'm sorry
so
you had
early.
issues giving head, Husk.
I knew you were gonna twist it somehow.
Apparently, you need to learn from Fork. I mean, he even put his hair into it.
He did learn. He got a tie for a cub catcher.
There you go, Dre.
Yeah. Well, he definitely didn't swallow that time.
Sometimes
Hey,
you
Husk,
just have
take
to
the hat
own what
off.
you are.
Take the hat off?
Yeah,
He always wears the hat.
show us that mop. There we go. I think that's the first time I ever seen Husk with the hat off. I'm impressed.
Here, hold on.
It's pretty odd.
Let
huh?
me crap it up real quick. Let's get
I
shitty.
think I need a haircut.
What's up?
Oh yeah, backwards. You look like an OG now. I like
you,
that.
you look like Buddha. It's a great compliment.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Thanks.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not a
It
compliment.
bleeds we
I'm
can't.
just gonna tell you.
man.
Fuck you, Husk.
Right.
No, fuck you.
Right.
Would have been much better than that compliment.
Yeah, that's being fucking wow. That dude is such a piece of shit.
Wow, the love is real. I can feel it right
Oh,
now.
it's so
Dude,
solid.
the sad part is like my wife still has info on like the craziness that went on with his chick and the babies she's had, and it's like this whole weird drama thing.
Oh God, that's for.
So
after the
I guess
podcast.
now,
Oh,
I
God.
guess now everybody wants to see me without a hat on.
Sure.
Yes. No,
Wait, you have a.
That was weird, right?
Did
You all
you
caught
guys
that,
saw
right?
that?
Yeah, like
It went from Wilmy with no hat to Wilmy with the hat and hair. Like
Like
it
lag
caught
for a
your
Hey,
minute.
you're king. You gonna get out of jail
Brain.
soon?
Whoa, my finger disappears.
What?
Well, when you
Oh, there it
when
goes.
you poke Bob like that, of course it's
Well,
going to
when you
disappear.
stick it in Bob's ass, it disappears. It's called an
Bob's
orifice.
not real.
You're going behind you,
No.
Bob.
And it stopped.
Now
Okay,
the touching
on that
tips.
Dreadpool. Tell everybody where to find you, Dread.
That was so weird and awesome at the
You can find me not space stalking with anybody else on the podcast, that's for sure, or anybody in general. No space stalking during the show.
so weird right now. You have no idea.
You can find me on
Oh,
Twitter,
Bob, I love
Dreadpool.
you.
The O's are actually zeros. YouTube gamertag, and I'm not saying Stadia anymore. Fuck it.
You
All
just did.
caps, all letters. I know, right? So, Breaking Bread with Dread on anchor.fm/Dreadpool every week, Wednesdays, right here. Every time you can find us laughing. And then you got FWNR that I'm trying to help Dre out, but he's a fucking asshole.
Coming back after the Halo tournament, by the
Is
way.
he? Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's another break. I need that break. Wilmy, I don't know why you sent me to help him, but fuck him. Then for guys with quarters interviews, Breakfast with Boom on Friday mornings, and helping out with the Halo tournament.
Way to go, Nano.
He did
There
it.
you go,
Yeah,
Nano.
I thought so.
DMs are open. So, Fork, where can we find you when you're not putting hair gel in your hair?
Dumpster.
First of all, you can find me behind the hospital dumpster because that's about where I fucking live right now. You can find me at Forkboy_Gaming on Twitter and Forkboy Gaming on Xbox. We have one match left this week, Boom and Green Pass Gaming at 3:15 p.m. Eastern. And then we have the finals next weekend.
So that's the only match this weekend, right?
the only match this weekend. Season Gaming beat Iron Lord 6-0.
On Sunday.
Dude,
Yikes.
they're on
It
a
was
winning
bad.
streak.
It was brutal.
That's
I've been
awesome.
clipping.
Yeah,
It-
like
it's
whoever faces
Bad.
Season Gaming is going to get their ass kicked. I'm sorry, but
you're fucked. Mate, you're fucking fucked.
I mean, Green Pass Gaming looks pretty good, so is Boom, but Season Gaming gets better with everybody they play. It's like, oh, we have to play harder this match. It's like, fuck.
Isn't Season Gaming the team that people were saying were timing themselves to how fast they could win each match?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
But,
that sounds like
they're,
Ames.
Yeah, it
they're a
sounds
good
like
group of
something
guys. Stay tuned. We will have something in April and something in May. We'll go from there. Bob,
Borderlands tournament.
where the fuck would they do a Borderlands tournament?
Hold on.
We
Somebody-
will do a Call of Duty
Oh, wait.
tournament. Me and Ghost have decided
Yes.
that.
Yeah, that'd be
Please,
cool. Like, let's play a
please.
game that's not stupid as shit.
Yes.
I already
Yeah,
have it on the
yeah.
books. I just got to test some stuff out.
And
We
if
will
anybody's
do Call of
interested,
Duty.
if anybody's interested, I'm also working on the playlist for all the YouTube push channels for the Halo. So
Oh yeah.
hopefully in the
Yes.
next couple of days we'll have a whole
Yes.
playlist. You can start watching all the other channels again to see who's what and how they play.
Anybody that is watching, I will need 24 people minimum for testing something in COD. Not
And
playing.
he's gonna
also
stick everybody in the
testing.
showers
Also
Testing.
$24.
with rocket launchers.
Look, I don't care what you say. That shit's
It's
funny.
it's fun.
It was fun.
It's fun. It's a good
It's
time.
chaotic as shit, but it's fun. Like
A
when
bad-
you look, when you live longer than 5 seconds to get like 3 kills,
like
you
just make
feel
it
like
3
a fucking
seconds
man.
past the spawn, and you can at least get one rocket off. You're
Yeah.
like, all right, I did some.
Or when
damage.
you shoot the rocket and you see instantly 8 people dead, you're like, I'm the greatest.
You
That's
feel
right.
like a god when you do that.
A bad match of Call of Duty is still better than an amazing match of Halo.
Oh,
I completely
no,
agree.
you didn't.
Yeah, no.
I know, I
So
agree.
they're like, oh no, you did.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah,
I know
you
how
want you want
guys feel about Halo.
you
right?
you want to hear our thoughts. All you gotta do is go back and listen to when you guys were playing and I was doing commentary.
That shit was.
Oh
actually
yeah,
funny.
I was there.
Infinite. I don't know when. It'll probably be not this weekend, but the weekend after that. But I do need 24 people. You will not be playing Call of Duty. I need to test things while you're in games, so realize that.
And Infinite, you will have to sign a waiver stating you cannot sue Gaming Beyond the Box for whatever Fork does to you.
Ghost. That means when we play, you can't kill people.
Yeah.
Wait,
upon
what?
Joining
Wait,
this
whoa, why are we
session-
playing a game?
Don't
if we
worry,
can't kill
Ghost. You
people?
can kill me.
I gotta test
I'll
some
kill
stuff to
you.
see if I can get the server to work correctly because people said the private servers are funky, so I gotta work out bugs.
All right, man. We'll
Why
figure
do you
it out.
have a screwdriver in your hand? Can we answer that?
I don't know.
First of all, have you ever scratched your nuts with a screwdriver? It really works great.
No,
Did you go flathead or Phillips?
I prefer sandpaper.
All right, Phillips. All right, I see what you're working with. All right, yeah, I can
Not
see that
only
working.
can you scratch, but then you can also tickle something else
Bob,
on there.
There you
Bob,
go, little
that's
taint
when you
tickler
hear dink dink.
All right, Bob, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at K_Y_Bob. You can find me every Saturday on Twitch with Xbox Live Gaming Podcast, Party Podcast, where it is my new permanent home. You can find me on Xbox at K_Y_Bob. Feel free to invite me or join me in a party. We'll get some game on.
All right, and Husk, tell everybody where they can find you, sir, and if any info you have on the Elvis Vibrator version 2.
Well, we have a new collaborator has entered the ring. KY Bob and me will be collaborating on V2. Should be good news for those of you that ended up with some kind of burn or rash.
Yes.
Should take care of that. FWNR will return the week after the Halo tournament ends. And fuck me, Nano. Shout out to you. Damn, that's a beautiful face, ain't it? Oh, don't stop.
There's another one, Nano.
Nano, you're dope. We're making you work for it tonight. Shout out to Nano. I haven't seen you. I don't know what you do with my green awesome glasses, but I will. What else? Oh yeah. One of these days, I feel like the entire chat should just blow up the chat with Wilmy needs to do an aftercast. But that's just me. Yeah, other than that,
But Wilmy doesn't like to play Halo.
love you guys. Hey, I only play
on that-
Halo because I have nothing else to do with anybody else.
To
So I
comment
jump
on
with
that,
Mav.
my engineers have gotten back with me and they said that our early tests on self lubrication feature have come back promising. So everybody
Yes.
be ready.
Well done, sir.
By the way, I provide the lube.
Well
You're welcome.
done.
Yes, he
He
provides
makes
the
it all
lube.
by hand.
Why are you
All
gonna
right.
give away trade secrets for?
All right, Ghost, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Thanks for everybody coming out. You can find me, The Evil Ghost, on Twitter, Xbox, Steam, and yeah, if you want to shoot the shit about
Red
whatever,
Rocket
hit me up.
Society.
And yeah, if
PlayStation.
you want to hear about the crazy story that went on while the podcast was going on, there's an interesting story about my fucking dog doing some dumb shit. But take it away, Leo. Where can they find you?
Leonidas 1084 everywhere. Wilmy, where can they find you?
You can find me here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And sorry, guys, we did have a couple people missing tonight. Lady, of course, is on vacation. And Bomber is in the middle of a really bad storm down in Alabama. So,
NATO apocalypse, bro.
yeah. And actually, that thing is on its way here to the Carolinas. And we're excited because we're used to that type of shit. We get hurricanes.
That's right.
So,
Story of
party's
a
at.
hurricane.
it's another day for us.
Yep.
But you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and
Grinder.
you can find me on Twitter unless you're a member of the 74,000 Club. And every once in a while, yeah, I got up to 74,000 people blocked now.
That's awesome.
I mean, at
Yeah, it's
100,000, we've got to do something.
Oh yeah, at 100,000, I'll start over and get 100,001.
I think at 100,000, you should let them all loose and start over.
Yeah, we should do a
Oh,
block
God,
No,
celebration.
no, man, that's
No,
that's too much
That's
work.
a
that he's
lot
put
of
in to
shit
fucking
fucks,
just say,
too.
it's no big deal.
yeah,
I mean, Wilmy's got a small, well, not a small, Wilmy's got a very large sized town blocked.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
At
It may-
100,000, though, that's a pretty large floodgate to open.
Yeah, it's
wouldn't
like
wanna do that.
breaking the containment grid
Hey,
on
Ghost,
the
you should check
Exactly.
Twitter.
trap system in Ghostbusters. You don't do it. The whole city will fucking
Oh,
burn.
shit.
Nano's got a message for you.
Yes.
What Work is up.
Good question. Wait, what?
I mean, after all those faces, I'm figured he's up.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's the only reason I did it. So I knew Nano could cap it. And on occasion, we do ask Wilmy on Thursdays. There will not be one this week. Oh God,
Sorry.
do I have to see this?
Oh shit! I haven't even seen mine yet, but I want to see Fork. So I'm digging.
Oh, that's a normal look, though.
Yeah, I know. I made it weird.
Oh no, I saw what you put in the DM.
That is funny.
Oh man, you guys would it'd be amazing if you could see some of the stuff we shared with each other during the day.
I don't get to see none of it.
Ghostface says it all. He's just like, you son of a
Man,
bitch.
like the shit that goes on at my house, you guys just don't understand.
And on that note, is there anything anybody needs to add or any of that good stuff?
Yeah, but good night,
I wanna know
everybody.
what the fuck
Retromania.
I'm missing out on. That's what I want.
Just so anybody
Retromania. Did
does
you guys see
know,
that?
I did tie a string on the screwdriver, but I need help.
Okay.
If you haven't
All
played
right.
if you haven't played Outriders, play it, support it. We need this game to succeed.
Retromania is coming out on consoles March 23rd.
I did
And-
see that, Dread.
In relation to what Bob said, if you don't have a kid by Ghost yet, get yourself impregnated. We need him to seed.
Oh Jesus!
Flat Earth Society needs new members.
Well, that's true. I mean,
Well,
I did my
attendance
part.
has been kind of lacking.
He's only got 34 kids in 12 countries, folks. Help the guy out.
We need to make a commercial like Starship Troopers, all the ads.
Yes, yes.
Ghost is the only
Fuck
guy that
yeah.
gave Warren Sapp a run for his money on making kids.
All right. And on that note, everybody, thanks for joining us. And Bob, thanks for joining in with us tonight. And we are fucking out of here. And if you're a Karen, fuck you.
Go.
Guess what? I hit the wrong fucking button because guess for some reason
What else is new?
all my shit rearranged.
Oh God, the screwdriver stuff.
How'd you get it in there sideways?
I used peanut butter.
Ask Bob to do that for you.
Should smell your finger now.
Your mom went to college.
Finger? Try his whole hand. Holy shit, he's elbow deep.
Nano's tongue feels like wet latex.